Good evening and welcome to Pug Life Chronicles. I'm your host, George Zayas, and alongside of me is my co-host and good friend.
Dave Steve, how you doing?
We are live from Main Street Boxing here in New York, Mount Vernon, New York, and this is the second annual Ringmasters Tournament, and this is the fifth part of the tournament, and we're going to go to the ring for the singing of the national anthem in just a second, but we want to welcome you, and we want to welcome to share this link as we get off, and
who's singing?
here.
Dr. Sandy's singing,
Dr.
right?
Sandy, yeah. So we're gonna
We get some interesting singers,
quiet
George.
for a second
We get like the cornermen singing.
for our national anthem. That's
Uh-oh.
right. Here we go.
Getting up. Yeah, that was good. That was a duet. The ring announcer jumped in there. That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
All right, Dr. Sandy. I heard he got his medical degree in the Army, and apparently they were at war, and he used to be the cook, and they needed somebody to like work on the guys on the field.
Right. And
And
this
he-
was World War what? II?
It's the Vietnam War. It's the Vietnam War. All right.
All right.
He had to go out there with this cooking utensil. He was pulling bullets out of people's legs, shrapnel,
Right.
shrapnel,
Right.
cooking for them, healing them, wrapping them up. Dr.
Anyway,
Sandy,
welcome to
well
Pug Life.
decorated
And,
Army veteran doctor.
thanks again for joining us. Share the link, please, so that we can showcase these young boxers. And we do. You say thank you. We say thank you to you for tuning in.
Right now, brother
Yeah.
brother Ray from Brotherhood
Yeah.
is he's saying be thankful. Yeah, he did his
Small
amen
prayer,
thing.
Small prayer.
Small prayer.
All right, so you're welcome. We want to say you're welcome. We love doing this. We enjoy it, and we're happy that you're joining us. So please share it
Yes.
so that a lot of people can see it, and these boxers can
Give
get
these fighters a platform.
yeah, give them a platform like we do up here at Pug
Right.
Life. But okay, so we have how many fights do we have tonight?
We have 11. 8 of them are 178-pound light heavyweight novices, and 3 of them are 123, which is bantamweight in the amateurs. Bantamweight, not featherweight, huh? They said bantamweight. I thought that was be featherweight. I would consider 123 featherweight, but they're saying bantamweight. I'm gonna go with what I say.
Okay.
I know 123 to be featherweight. In the pros, 126 is featherweight.
All right, so entering in the red corner, you see there in the red corner, you'll see Bobby Lee Watson from
Bobby
Sweatbox.
Lee.
That's Bobby Lee.
That's in the red corner, right, George?
And in the blue corner, you have Connor Delaney, and he's an unattached boxer, as you see there in the left side of your screen.
Right. Conor Delaney is wearing some tight shorts. This is, and I'm not saying this to make fun of him or to point something out, but when you get an unattached person, you know, you wonder what you're getting. You don't know what you're getting in a novice when you get an unattached person. So, you know, did he know that they were going to put a cup underneath his shorts? You know, did he even know that?
Yeah,
You know?
they look a little on the small side.
Yeah, they don't look like he was planning to put a cup underneath it, you know?
Right.
Did he even not bring a cup? Did he borrow somebody's cup? These are the questions you got to ask. But I'll tell you what, he looks like he could fight. I wouldn't eyeball him out in the street and say, hey, you challenge me to a duel of fisticuffs. This guy, this guy might cut you, leave you there, cut when you with your liver all cut
I don't
out.
think it
Yeah.
matters. Well, something happened. Something went wrong. Something went wrong.
Are we still recording? on it?
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
still on.
All right. So let me take that back right away because Conor Delaney looks like he can box. He moves well, throws good punches, a nice jab, and he knows how to move. He knows his way around the ring. He understands spacing. You can see that right away. He just likes tight shorts. That's the only thing about
Can
it.
you check to see if we're live because I'm not sure.
All right. So we have Bobby Lee Watson from Sweatbox. He's trying to come in. And when I say he's trying to come in, he is absolutely stalking. And the classic jab your way in, move your head in, try to get in there. And he landed a good right hand. And meanwhile, Conor Delaney, who's unattached, is stepping back, throwing jabs. I'd like to see a little more snap in that jab from Conor Delaney. He was looking good in the beginning. He might be a little bit intimidated by Bobby Lee Watson's power. All right. So if you notice something about Bobby Lee coming forward, he is not cutting off the ring at all. You know, these are novices. He's following. He's basically following Conor Delaney. Conor Delaney's your Irish guy in the with the Irish trunks on, moving pretty much to his left, unabated. He moves to his left anytime he wants. And Bobby Lee's action of pressing is not cutting off, but just following and trying to come close, moving his head, throwing jabs, and coming in. And I'm sure his corner is going to have him step to his right and cut off that path to the left, the left. You know.
Okay, so we're I don't know. Do you guys hear us out there? Okay, I'm not sure. Let's
Sound
see.
check.
Sound check, please. Sound check, please.
George, I can't hear you. George.
Yeah, okay.
George, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you fine.
You can hear me.
I can
Okay.
hear you.
All right. Good.
All right, so we're checking, we're making sure that everything's working and functioning. Anyway, all right, so we're back here in Pug Life Chronicles. Again, we have how many scheduled fights? We have 11. 11 scheduled fights. This is the first one of the evening. And thank you again for joining us. And I see, I'm going to shout some people out here
Shout
on
him out,
Facebook.
George. Shout him out.
JP Hines, thank you for joining us. Evelyn White, Evelyn Ma, thank you. As always supporting. God bless you. Love you. Arnaldo Pabon Jr. He says, gracias por el live. That means thank you for the live. You're welcome. De nada. And we're going to continue here in the second round. And you have Bobby Lee Watson from Sweatbox in the red corner with the red. And you have Conor Delaney unattached with the blue headgear and blue gloves. And kind of working that jab.
Right. And Bobby Lee Watson seems like he really wants to get in there. Conor Delaney held on. And Conor Delaney knows how to box. Let's understand this, that he knows how to box. He knows how to move. I'm not sure if his timing is a little bit off. He's just not landing punches that well. And Watson's more of your Bobby Lee. Watson is more of a seek and destroy guy, but he's a novice, so he's just letting Conor drift off. Conor's going to his left, unabated, basically whenever he wants to. And if Ron McCall was here right now coaching him, Ron McCall would have Bobby Lee Watson throwing punches to the right, just to stop Conor Delaney from going to his left.
Exactly, and it's kind of like he's. It looks like Delaney is just kind of moving around the ring at will, and
right.
Bobby Lee's not cutting him off.
Right. But Bobby Lee is starting to land the left jab, and a little bit of the right. But it seems that Conor Delaney knows what he wants to do, but I don't know if he has quite the energy or the strength or the wherewithal to keep Bobby Lee Watson off him. Bobby Lee is ripped. Looks like he's in good shape. He's coming forward, just marching in there. And he looks strong. And these exchanges are pretty good. I enjoy these exchanges because Bobby Lee's covered it there and he's throwing hard straight punches as a good novice fighter should. And Delaney's showing a little bit of movement and you know, a little bit of movement and a little bit of boxing savvy. Not too much. We're not going to get too much boxing savvy in these novices, George. We're not going to get too much. We're going to get some, right? And this is like the beauty of watching. I'm caught up. I thought that was a fashion statement. I was doing that on purpose.
No, you're good.
Oh, okay, all right. So anyway, so we're gonna get remnants. We're gonna get little bits and pieces. We're gonna get inklings. We're gonna get the ideas, the birth of boxing in the novice matches. So you have Conor Delaney, who knows how to like step away. He knows to move to his left, a little bit to his right, not too much. He's not good at that. Not yet. But he throws a good jab. He's not landing it yet. He doesn't quite understand how to close that distance while he's moving back, because you have to stop your body weight and come forward. Meanwhile, you have Bobby Lee Watson, who wants to come forward, but is just following, just following and not cutting the ring off.
So third and final round. Right, and you got Bobby Lee Watson in the red, and you got Conor Delaney with the blue gloves, blue headgear with the Irish shorts, Irish flag shorts, Irish colors actually.
Right.
Gold and green and gold.
That's not the Irish flag.
No, that's it's missing the color, but
okay.
It's got the shamrock.
All right, it's got the shamrock. It's Irish.
It's Irish shorts.
All right. So and look at Conor Delaney. He knows enough about boxing that he knows to move his head. He covers up. He holds on. He moves. He knows he doesn't like being in there right in front of Bobby Lee Watson. So he moves along. And Bobby Lee Watson is just following, like a bloodhound, just following the scent.
Yeah, but see, that's the whole thing. Yeah. You should be cutting that ring off. But I know these are new guys.
Yeah,
they just started.
These are novice guys.
Novice guys, exactly.
And this is something that he's going to learn from, especially if he watches Pug Life later on. We're putting it up in YouTube, right? Later, George?
Yeah, later on in the tournament, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Time to do that. Drop them
so, but even if they come back to Facebook, they'll see. We leave it up on Facebook, and if they watch themselves fight, he'll see that he's letting Conor go off to his left anytime he wants. And
shouldn't Conor be going to the left instead away from the power punch?
Conor is going to the left.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he is. He's going towards the power punch, towards that right hand.
Right, but Watson is not throwing the right hand. Watson is not stepping to his right and landing that right hand. Basically, he's throwing his right as Conor Delaney is leaving, and so he's not catching him. You have to step. You have to step to your right. You have to anticipate where the person's going. You have to force them. You have to be there first. And Conor Delaney just spit his mouthpiece out, and it's on the floor.
All right, so
that's referee Lou Cadilla. So that's referee Lou. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, so not a bad fight for an opening fight, right? First time. And all right, so we give a couple of shout-outs, Dave. All right, so I've been a little quiet because I've been observing this and trying to make sure that we are up and live, and we are. Stephen Standing Rock, thank you for joining us. And we, Abe Amid, and yes, you're welcome also for bringing this to you. Yes, you're welcome. Beverly Copas Rock, Team Rock. All right.
I think Abe Ahmed is going to be fighting in this tournament. Are you fighting in this tournament, Abe? What's happening? Let us know.
I know he was in here last year.
Yeah.
Glenn Davies, he says, evening guys from Runcorn, England. The place Robin Reed grew up in, the former super middleweight champion of the world.
Oh, cheerio.
Yeah.
He's a former super middleweight champion?
No, he says that's where the...
that's where he comes from.
Here we go, hold on.
All right, no surprise there. Connor Delaney was marching around like, well, he just didn't stop and land his punches, but it's obvious that Connor Delaney could fight, you know. And I'd like to see Connor in shape and ready to fight. I don't think he's ready to fight this tournament.
Or maybe, yeah, he's probably not ready yet.
Yeah,
but he'll be ready soon. Joe Murray, we want to say shout out to Joe Murray. Price Taylor. Let's see who else. Angelo.
Price Taylor, that's a ringmaster right there.
Yeah,
Price.
that's right.
Okay, the price is right.
Angel Alonzo, thank you for joining us. Let's see who else is here.
Who's that?
Follow Land.
Follow Land?
Follow on.
Fallon.
All right.
Chinese name.
And Mercedes Vasquez Simmons from Pretty Girl Promotions, thank you for joining us. She's awesome. All right, Jorge Vasquez, thank you for joining us. Andy Dominguez, Sean Knoll Ferguson. We doing all right, man. How are you, Sean?
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Sean Holtman. And who else is here? Terry Phoenix Cartwright. What up, guys?
He's probably from Phoenix, Arizona.
All right, so thanks again for joining us here on Pug Life. That was the first fight of the evening. We have 11 scheduled bouts this evening, so we have 10 more to go. And the next one's going to be 178 senior. 170, what did it say? Senior novice. All right.
Novice, yeah.
Novice, yep.
You want to drop a commercial in, George?
Yeah, let me drop a quick commercial. We'll be right back.
Yo, what up? Come on, bro.
When things go wrong, you better call Norm.
All right, how are you? She told me all the problems.
I need help, man.
That's what I do.
You got gloves?
Oh, I got gloves.
Well, let's go.
That's another fight for you in court.
Thank you. I got it. You're the best.
Hey, when things went wrong,
Gotta call Norm. Thank you, brother.
Right. So, listen, if you're in need for a lawyer, call Norm. All right.
Yeah, well, why don't we put Norm on? Let's give Norm. Let's give him a little FaceTime.
Norm, you're gonna lend me a headset? You're good like that, George. You're good like that. So here's Norm Steiner, who's wrestling with the mic right now. That's what you hear. That's not wind in your sails. That's Norm wrestling with the mic right now. Norm, so we don't have an extra mic. We're taking George off, and he's gonna run the show for a little bit. We have no director. So
okay.
Yeah, Norm, some of our camera crew didn't show up, and we're thinking of suing them. Should we consult you on this?
I think I'm the man. Yeah, there's a contract. We have some sort of employment contract.
No, just a word. Apparently, they had to take their mom to the store or something like that. Yeah.
Excuse. How you making out without them?
We're hanging in there. We're hanging in there.
I might personally sue them. Are they responsible for the malfunction with the headset and the missing headset? Or?
You know what? We have an anxious crew in it just pulling on wires, and we tell them, listen, don't pull on these wires. I think I warned them enough times. Yeah. I didn't document it though.
I think we give them a pass on this one. Get them next time.
All right. Just checking them out. Who we shouting out?
Better call Norm.
Better call Norm.
Better call Norm.
What did he call?
That's from Better Call Saul.
Oh yeah. All right.
When things go wrong, you better call Norm.
When things go wrong, you better call Norm. Okay, so that's good. I like that. So all right, Norm, you're gonna help me call this next fight.
Best I can. Let's give it a
shot.
Right.
We got Pablo Banderas.
Who's he? The blue?
In the red corner.
Red Pablo.
And Sergio Ministro from Mendez in the blue. Well, at least
novice.
Novice, 178-pound light heavyweight division. Pablo Banderas from Sweatbox. He's red headgear, and red gloves and red jersey. And then in the dark we have Sergio Ministro, and Sergio looks tall and lean and
anxious
and ready to go. He looks like he has good footwork right off the bat. If you look at Sergio Ministro, so Sergio is the taller of the two.
Yeah, Pablo's got more muscle on him.
Pablo looks like he has a little baby fat on him too. You know, it's just like not Good jab by
Yeah,
Pablo.
yeah, nice right too.
Oh, and this is a good exchange. These two guys can fight. And this is good. Pablo just
Swing and a miss.
ate a right uppercut from Sergio. Sergio's your taller fighter. We got a little bit of a height disparity syndrome going on here. Sergio trying to establish his jab, and but he's not afraid to throw his right hand at all, is he? No.
No, he's not. Pablo doing what you would expect, trying to get inside, being a shorter guy.
Right. So Pablo looks like one of these guys who he's a little bit shorter, used to being shorter, likes dipping to his right, throwing a right uppercut and left hook. That looks to be his wheelhouse right there. You look at Pablo in the red, he's shorter. He throws a jab. He dips over to his right side, likes coming up with a right uppercut and left hook, and is not afraid to throw his right hand. It just seems to be
Let's watch if Sergio figures it out and starts tagging him when he dips.
right. And Sergio's fine. Sergio's not for a tall guy. He's not afraid to go to the body. And Cassie O'Connor is screaming. I don't know what she's screaming, but
He's
she's
behind the
screaming.
head, but I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. Look at Pablo comes forward with the right hand and left hook. This is somebody who knows how to use his fight. I'm gonna say the Sergio kid, because he is landing his jab. Then he's closing the distance. He likes fighting on the inside. So this is good. This is one of these. These are one of the fights. Norm, looking in the camera, my man. That's you, because those people are looking at you.
I like looking at you though.
You know what? Think of them as your jury. They're looking at you.
Okay.
They want the honest face. They want to believe you.
All right, let me
They
turn
wanna
on the
believe.
passion then.
All right. Anyway, so hey, listen. So this is what we got. This is how people handle, their natural assets, their tendencies, right? So we have a height disparity syndrome. We got the taller guy versus the shorter guy, right? We got the taller guy coming in. He's novice though. He is landing his jab, but right after that he's coming on the inside, and he's not a bad inside fighter. He's landing punches on the inside.
Yeah.
They do have some power. Meanwhile, you have the shorter guy. The short guy likes to come dip here. He likes a right hook, left hand. This is his wheelhouse, and he throws a good jab. So it's interesting to see these two guys fight.
It is. I think you're called right out of the gate. Sergio does have good footwork. If he starts using it more, moves outside after that jab and dances around a little.
Right.
Be nice to see.
But he's not showcasing his footwork so much because he's just trying to walk in. So it's a little bit strange. Although, of course, as soon as I say that, he moves back nicely. Right. And Sergio landed a body shot. I think it affected.
It seemed to wear Pablo down.
Right.
A little bit,
I think I
And
affected
there's more
Pablo a
coming
little
now.
bit. Yeah.
He's got a nice right uppercut working there.
And Cassie O'Connor says,
she's
do
busy.
not use your elbow. Cassie will say, don't use your forearm. Punch with your fist and not your forearm. Cassie O'Connor is our queen over here. And she will do it. Oh, so they both changed right uppercut. And I'm telling you right now, from the way Pablo is built, I'm thinking he might be more of a middleweight fighter than
It looks heavier.
He looks like he has
Yeah.
a little baby fat on him. He looks like he can lose some weight and drop down to the middleweight division.
I'd like to see Serge work his jab a little bit more. There it goes. Let's get a little busier with his jab.
Right. And Sergio saw some angles. He stepped to one side and stepped to the other. And Sergio, for a big guy, likes getting on the inside.
All right, I'm back.
George, you got another mic. You pulled out the old dusty one.
Yeah, the old dusty mic.
in case of an emergency, break glass. So we
That's
got
right,
broken
I did.
glass all over the floor underneath us. And what's happening?
Is it an 8?
No, it's not.
No, I think they have an issue with the headgear.
Yeah.
Something's up with the head. Yeah, equipment malfunction. They want to
Yeah.
readjust that in case he calls a quick stop to the action to get that fixed. It might be a good thing for that stoppage because Pablo was getting hit pretty hard. Getting some work done on him by Sergio. Now Pablo fighting off the ropes, but Coming back is Sergio.
Right. And they both have enough to fight, but I tell you what, this kid Sergio is in better shape. He's in better shape. He could throw a lot more punches. I don't think Pablo could keep with that punch output. What do you think, George?
You know, he's been. You're talking about Pablo with the punch output?
Yeah.
I don't think he keep up getting
yeah.
punched with that punch output. Yeah.
Well,
that I don't agree with.
Well, that's part of it. He's not keeping up with the rate of punches that Sergio
he's
is
breathing.
throwing.
He's breathing a little hard in his corner.
Right.
And you see him. He looks a little frustrated. You know.
I think
That's
the
what happens
frustration
when
comes
somebody
from
getting punched in the face, right?
Yeah, he probably comes into the fight thinking that he's the shorter guy, got a little weight on him, he's going to be comfortable on the inside. That's going to be his domain in the fight.
Right.
And instead, you see Sergio's completely comfortable there and bringing it to him on the inside,
and you know what?
and that might be putting him down.
All right, I got to say another pet peeve of mine. All right, it's a 3-round fight. Do not pour water on these guys' heads. You're just pouring it on. You're just pouring it onto the onto the apron.
Make him slipper there. Yeah.
You know.
All right, so here we go again, and the action is
And
you got Sergio again going to work.
right.
With a nice combination, but a big thundering right by Pablo. Pablo trying to get him off, trying to get Sergio off of him, but you know what? Casey
And-
O'Connor stops the fight for just a second, giving a warning.
And she has not stopped talking the whole fight. I mean, they're punching and she's talking. I have no idea what she's saying. It's like she's like a coach, coaching rules.
And now with a lead-off right is Sergio. Pablo trying to find the answer. Trying to go in there with the lead right.
Right.
Now throwing that lazy jab. But again,
Right. There's
Sergio coming up with the
there's-
uppercut.
And that's what he's saying, George. There's no snap in this guy's punches. He's not ready for a 3-round. You know,
I think he's just
wrong
gassed.
guy. Yeah.
I think he's gassed. That's what it is.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's in that shape. I don't think he's running enough, and I think he's a little bit too soft. He
And I
should
tell you,
probably,
Sergio taking advantage of this, though.
well, just as we say that, Pablo's coming back with some really good punches.
Right, some body shots.
Whoa.
A big
Back
thundering
with
left
that,
hook.
That's what he was waiting for.
Yeah, so Pablo finally scores his home run punch.
Yeah, but Sergio's going back, and now they're both teeing off.
Right. And
A nice
Sergio-
exchange by both these men in the ring.
Right.
Both
And
wanted
this is
bad.
good Benavidez fighting right here.
This is what Pablo needed. He needed to get that one big strong punch, and then maybe get him pumped up to keep throwing punches, and gets a vicious uppercut, and now a straight left by Sergio. Pablo coming forward.
Yeah, but Pablo's eating punches.
He's eating punches, but he's also throwing punches, Dave. He's nice body shot by Pablo to Sergio. Sergio trying to answer with that uppercut.
It's like, I don't know how he did it, but he woke up Sergio even more to me.
And a nice big uppercut by Pablo. Pablo in the red, again going to the body, maybe a little bit low. Complaining is Sergio, and that's the end of the third round. Excellent fighting by these two men
Good,
at the
good
third
fighting.
round. What a great
Good
third
fight. That was a
round.
good third round.
Found himself there. Pablo definitely found himself.
Well, yeah, Pablo found himself. He might have even won that third round. I don't know if he won it, but he might have won it. To me, I have Sergio winning this easily.
I'm with you on Sergio.
You know, he won the first 2 rounds, possibly the third round. You know, so. You know.
Yeah, so yeah, not bad round for Pablo, but
Right.
you know, I don't think he did enough to win this
Right.
fight. But let me tell you something: if he were to get in shape and maybe get that cardio up,
Yeah.
I tell you, he's a
good fighter.
He's a good fighter. He
he's a
hangs
good
in
fighter.
there. He's hanging
And
in
what
there.
gym is he from? Is he from Sweatbox? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's a fighting gym over there.
Absolutely, man.
Sweatbox in Brooklyn. And I think it's a Park Slope. No, area is a Park Slope area or what's the other place?
Sure, I don't know.
Or
I don't
Sunset
know.
Park, maybe
I
Sunset
don't know
Park.
Brooklyn, but
I think it's in the Sunset Park area. Sweatbox.
so great third round by these men.
Oh, that's good. Hey, good angle work, George.
All three of us. Let's get him
Look
safe.
at that! Look at that! Look at that!
Not yet, not yet.
Look at that!
All deserved.
All right, and I think Sergio is going to be a problem for everybody else in this tournament. You know, Pablo I think needs to hit the road to get one, his cardio up, and two, his weight down. Cardio up, weight down. What do you think?
I'm with you on that.
Definitely. And you know what? He's not a bad boxer. I mean,
He could fight.
he could fight because
could fight.
let me tell you, when he was setting up his punches, he was connecting right wherever he was throwing. He was connecting.
Yeah, and you can see he knows his way around the ring. He the way he holds himself, dips a little to the right, wants people in his wheelhouse, gets him over there, knows what to do, I don't think there's just enough of it because the cardio isn't there.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Saw him tiring out
Right.
during the fight, but in the third, for
Yeah.
some reason, he got a second win in that third round.
He wanted it bad, yeah.
Yeah, he wanted.
He wanted
he
it
wanted.
bad. Just gave it all
he
he
knew.
got. Yeah.
Too little,
he
too
knew-
late, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, too little, too late.
Too
But
little,
he did
too late.
find power. He made some nice power shots. He
Yeah.
surged back a couple of feet. with
Good,
that
good left
yeah.
hook. Pablo has that. You know, not the stereotype, but he's got that classic Mexican left hook. It looks like to me, or
Yeah.
a lot of people from Central America know how to throw
Right
that
to the
left
body.
hook.
Right to the body, too.
It's nasty. You
Yes,
know,
it is.
I'd like to see more of that. And he landed a good hook upstairs, which stunned Sergio.
All right, so again, this is Pug Life Chronicles. Thank you for joining us. Please share the link. We got a lot of people out here. Let's give a couple shout outs. Nancy Core, Nancy Hardcore. If you know Nancy, Nancy's also, she's a hero. You know, Nancy
Nancy's a
saved
hero.
somebody's life.
On her
She's
way to work.
On her way to work. She's a New York City police officer.
With the tourniquet.
Yes.
with
She
the
was in
tourniquet.
New York Post. Amazing. This girl's amazing.
Daily
Wow.
News.
Yeah,
Daily
the
News.
Daily
It was
News.
Daily
Daily
article.
News. Okay, she was a
Post
an
probably
article,
just
yeah.
copied it. Yeah. She's
What happened?
amazing.
Where'd she put the tourniquet? Somebody lose a limb?
She
Yeah.
right. So basically, she was on her way to work. Somebody got into a motorcycle accident. It was another female. She sat her down. Found out she was bleeding from the arm. So she actually had a first aid kit in her car with the tourniquet.
Yeah.
Put a tourniquet on, gauzed her up, saved her life. She would have bled out for
Amazing.
sure.
Amazing.
Right.
Angel.
And we're not going to take the case, Norm, right? I understand that the person that lost a little feeling in their pinky and wants to sue
Yeah.
Nancy Kaur. Nancy Kaur, is that true?
We're giving Nancy.
Norm,
we're going to
Norm.
give Nancy a medal. That's
Right,
what-
right.
We're not
That's
suing
right.
her.
We're not suing.
We're giving her a promotion and a medal.
That's it. We're not helping.
All right, let's go.
with that.
Meanwhile, let's go back to the ring.
Right,
Entering the
Main
ring
Street.
is a
But
Main
I
Street
could help
boxing.
the, I
That's
could
why.
help the gal on the motorcycle out, though.
Oh, yeah?
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. It's good,
Nancy,
good to
send
know.
the word.
And what's the number, Norm?
646-600-NORM.
There you go.
600 Norm.
600-6676.
All right, there you go. That's from our.
And that's short for 600 personalities. He'll pull out whatever personality he needs to win the case.
All right. So what you see on the screen here is Corey Tehran from Main Street, right? Hometown fighter.
Corey, I think. I think
Corey?
it's Corey.
Corey. Oh yeah, Corey. And then you have Justin Green from Fight Factory.
Justin Green. Did we see Justin Green last year? No.
I don't think we've ever seen Justin Green.
Fight Factory. And I'm pretty sure Fight Factory isn't that one of these Russian gyms? Like one of these Eastern
In
European?
Brooklyn? Yeah. Fight
Yeah.
Factory.
I'm pretty sure it is. And one person clapped for Justin Green, and it was his cornerman. I love that loyalty.
It was hardly
And-
enthusiastic at that. It was.
No, he clapped and he stomped his feet. You know, it was pretty good. And Mike Stiletti's in the corner of Main Street. So Main Street is in red. And if anybody knows Mike Stiletti, they know he likes to wear red.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, and right away,
Wow, look at this.
Go.
Justin Green right away just throwing a bunch of punches.
Right.
Really squared off. No footwork on his part.
No,
but he's
he
just
knows-
a
he
lot
knows
of
how to
bombs
punch.
and getting caught by Corey.
Right.
Corey just teeing off as well.
Right. And they're both giving and exchanging. And they're fighting. And this is a novice fight, folks. This is what you want to see. We don't care nothing about boxing. We care about punching and fighting. That's what this is about.
And now Corey settling down, throwing a big right.
Right.
Now trying to throw more of established punching instead of this crazy wild punching that's going on.
We like
Green-
it. We like it.
Justin Green now taking a step back now,
And
moving
Will-
around the ring.
Justin, he might have winded himself the way he came out.
And now Corey going to the body, and that's where I think he's going to be effective. If he keeps going to the body, he'll take Green out, just to slow him down enough to stop that onset of punches.
Right.
And now Corey,
Right. And Green took like about a 7-punch combination straight. And Will Creed is stepping in. Will Creel, rather, is our referee. Will Creel, with a lot of appeal, is coming in. And the first 8 count is given, and the Main Street fans are going crazy. So Corey Turhan is found in space, and Corey is. They both forgotten what a jab is.
no, Corey's using that jab, but he's doing
He used one jab. One. They throw power shots.
but he's concentrating on the body, and he slowed down Green. Now Green on the ropes,
Yeah, he's not fighting
Okay,
back.
yeah.
covering his face, and
Right.
That was the
the
right
referee
call.
stops
That
the
was the
fight,
right call.
and I think it was a great call.
Yeah.
And Main Street is going crazy.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the Main Street guy is putting in the stool. You don't need the stool anymore, dude. The guy has won the fight. Stand him up, march him around the ring, let him parade for his happy onlookers, for his crowd.
And a stoppage here in the first round by
Right.
Corey Turan.
Right, a first round stoppage. And,
And
and that was right, because Justin Green did not look like.
He wasn't returning fire at all. He was just taking
yeah,
the blows. His
yeah.
hands were down. He was on stun.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is what you get in the novice. You get these in the novice tournaments. You get some people coming out of their Fight Factories or whatever. I'm not saying fight. I'm pretty sure Fight Factory is a good gym, but this guy looked like he really didn't know anything about boxing. He just wanted to come in there and punch.
Let's have a fight. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one of the things. What happens when you are punching somebody, you yourself are in punching range. You know.
Yeah, they were both exchanging just one
Yeah.
after the other.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
you also got to give credit to Justin Green for coming out here. I mean,
Oh
you know,
man, he came in, he brought it.
he bought the fight. It's just unfortunately he's not skilled enough. At least that's the way it appeared.
But he's
take on.
enthusiastic.
Absolutely, and you know what? You can't discredit him for that. You got to give him credit. And I'm sure this is not the last time you're going to see him coming into the ring and trying boxing out.
Well, hopefully you can take some of that enthusiasm and put it into these boxing workouts. That would be a good thing. You know, if he did that. All right, so Corey Turan from Main Street, or Corey Turan from Main Street
There you
Boxing.
go. You see Corey Turan.
Right. Put on a good show.
Good show.
He got hit a few times, though. He did get hit a few times.
And I tell you, Main Street has worked this gym a little bit. As you see, they got a lot more people this time around. This place is packed at capacity this evening.
That's right.
Interesting fight. All right, so that was the third bout of the evening.
And I think we're going to get our first, they call them bantamweights, but I'd rather call them featherweights. Featherweights, 1, 2, 3.
Right.
What we got? Oh, it's Tommy Gallagher. Oh, my God. Tommy, do I owe you money? Oh, my goodness. Be my lawyer, Tommy.
Tommy, how are you?
Tommy Gallagher. Everybody's good, Tommy. We gotta get Tommy over here to say hello. Tommy Gallagher is one of these classic trainers. He was my first trainer when I was a little minion. And Tommy Gallagher is actually the inventor of the Contender.
Oh, that's right.
This
That's
is
right.
legit. You think
Yeah,
I'm
no.
saying-
I know that. I know
Yeah.
that's right. Yes.
Tommy
he
Gallagher
is.
started the Contender, and I remember.
And that's the show. I think that was on
Right.
NBC or something like that.
Yeah, he started the first year he did it with Sugar Ray Leonard.
Right, I remember that.
And
Sylvester Stallone was
Sylvester
involved. Yeah,
Stallone,
he was involved with that. That's right.
Tommy Gallagher. I remember when he was going to pitch it to MSG. What he was doing was he was pitching it, and he said, in the old days, people from the neighborhoods used to come out because everybody knew the fighters. So the pro fights would be somewhat like the Golden Gloves, and all the neighborhoods would come out and for their fighter. And he was trying to convey that where you get to know the fighters a little bit, and that's where the Contender came out. And now they're doing all kinds of shows like that in MMA, and
Right.
and Contender still exists. I don't know what channel it's on now. It's not on the regular channel.
But we'll get him on here in a second. But let's go up to the ring just to continue, because we have the boxers in here. We got Frank Morganti from New York City Cops and Kids with the red gloves and the red headgear. And then you
Okay.
have Ramon Rivera from Newburgh Hook Elite.
In the
And these
blue
guys
corner.
are, in the blue corner, these are 123 novice, 123 pounds.
And actually, that's why you see Tommy Gallagher here, because he used to train Morganti's father back in the day.
All right.
So Frank Morganti
In the
Jr.
red. Yep.
is in the red, black, red headgear, red gloves, and black trunks. It also says Morganti on the shorts, just in case we forget. And he's tall for a featherweight, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He's tall and he's lanky. He's lean.
You say his dad boxed?
His dad boxed. Yeah, his dad boxed back in the day. I used to be in the gym with his dad.
Where was that?
In the South Queens Boys Club, Tommy Gallagher's gym.
All right, and Morganti, I like the stance. He's got a wide stance.
Right, and he's not leaning forward.
No, he's not.
So he knows how to box. We saw him in the tournament last year. I don't know how far he made it into the tournament, but. And Ramon Rivera is a lefty, so we got the lefty-righty conundrum going on here.
Nice exchange by Morganti catching Ramon. Ramon trying to work his way on the inside.
And we got height disparity going on.
Right.
Here. So we
yeah,
got
Morganti being the taller of the two, and
and he knows how to use his height. He's staying just. If you look at what Morganti's trying to do, he's trying to stay just on the edge of Ramon Rivera's reach, and he'll just lean back a little bit to stay out of the way of the punches. But with his longer arms and longer reach, he can use the height disparity to his advantage if his speed keeps up. So Ramon Rivera's got to decide what he wants to do. Ramon Rivera is almost he's almost set up like a counter puncher. Like he doesn't really punch until Morganti's coming in and trying to exchange. And that's referee Frank Martinez, the venerable Frank Martinez, who will push you out of the way and yell at you and
Jump right in.
yeah, and start fighting with you at times.
all right, 10 seconds to go in this round. And right now, they're pretty evenly matched, these two. I think the crisper, cleaner punches are coming from Morganti's
He
side.
finds his mark with his
I
right.
say crispier. Oh, definitely crispier.
I like Morganti.
Yeah, I like Morganti in round one. Definitely taller, using his height, using the height disparity, to his advantage, and it's the way he's negotiating distance. He's staying just on the outside, and he's just trying to pop jabs in there, and then what we have also with Ramon Rivera. Do you see? What's up? Frank Martinez says hello to me. The venerable Frank Martinez. He didn't say hello to you. I saw that.
First, you were looking off to the side trying to figure something out. We had a whole exchange, Frank and I.
You did.
Frank reffed a fight that I had about a year ago. I was in the ring with him, and I was more scared of him than the fella I was fighting.
I tell you, Frank gets in there, and he does mix it up with the fighters at times, So, all right. So they start off with a quick exchange. And Ramon Rivera definitely seems to be more of a counterpuncher. And it's going to be hard for him because Morganti's just going to stay on the outside.
Here comes Frank.
All right. All right. Okay, so we're being joined
by Tommy Gallagher.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Tommy Gallagher. So Tommy Gallagher is joining us. Thank you. Thank you, Tommy.
I recognized you, David.
Okay, that's a good thing. It shows that you are not senile.
No,
and that
that's
you are
true.
sharp and you are witty, as always. So what do you think? You got Frank Morganti over here. You trained his father back in the day.
Yeah, I trained his father
Right.
and his father.
And his father's father?
Yeah.
Oh, see?
What do you think? I'm just a pretty face here?
I thought you were, Tommy. Just
But,
a Hollywood guy, Tommy.
A nice kid.
Gallagher.
Yeah. Well, by the way, I just sold 2 movies. You better be nice to me if you want to be in them.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to be in them. Absolutely. So Frank Morganti is just on the outside, and Ramon Rivera, for a short guy, is
rushing in. He should be waiting for him to come and punch, but he's not. He's backing up when he comes.
He is, but he's just not. His feet is like, his front foot is like almost straight all the time. I don't like the way Ramon Rivera holds his front foot. I know he wants to counter punch, but
well, he has to because he's a midget, for crying out loud.
All right.
Tell us what you really think, Tom.
I thought you would want to know that.
Yes.
And I'll tell you. But
all right.
It's a
All right, so I'm here with my lawyer in case I say something wrong. and I'm here with Tommy Gallagher. Tommy Gallagher, look at. That's how we do things over here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Tommy Gallagher was my first trainer when I was a little smidgen, right?
Great. I do say one thing, not because now you're a superstar, but you were probably the best puncher. I have 5 world champions. You were probably the best puncher that I ever had.
Wow.
Okay. But the problem was I couldn't land these punches because I never learned that footwork.
It's not
you know?
important about that. It's
All
that
right.
your attitude and a man that you are. You got to be proud of that stuff. Don't sell yourself fucking short.
All right. Thank you, Tommy. Thank
I'm
you.
glad to hear
Thank-
that. I wasn't aware
Thank
of
you.
that.
Let's keep it rated PG, Tommy. Dart it to heck. Dart it to heck. But listen, Tommy.
This ain't on HBO. I mean, I thought.
No. So Tommy Gallagher is the inventor of the Contender, and we'll talk about that later. But let's go back up to the action. All right. So it's round 3. What will you tell Frank Morganti the third right now?
Can't be
Tommy?
caught a left hook.
Well, the important thing is that he should use his height, but he's not, so he's got to fight.
Okay.
So what he got to do is once he gets in close, he's got to fight. He's got to throw punches every time he can.
Okay. So a pearl from Tommy Gallagher right there. If you don't use your height, then you are going to have to fight.
And that's what it's called, fighting. So that's what you should
That's
do.
it. Right, and then Morganti's
And it's gotta be
completely giving up
important.
his height right now.
Yep.
And he's coming on the inside, right into Ramon's wheelhouse.
Yeah, you're right about that. But these are the novice fighters. You know, when I fought in the gloves, there was only 2 classes. There was sub-novice. That
Sub-novice,
means
right.
You came off the street.
Absolutely.
And then there was open. And you had one fight, you went to open.
Right. That's
But
back
you
in
know
the day.
that. We
Yes,
had like 5 world champions when you were in the gym.
absolutely.
Davey Sears was #1 light heavyweight in the world. Michael, you boxed 1,000 rounds with Michael.
Right.
Johnny Turner.
Yep. And you look at and it looks like Ramon is starting to land his jab.
Yep.
Just a little short on that one, but he's starting to land a little bit. And I still think Morganti's winning, but
I don't know. It's a close fight.
But you know, I don't know if he won round 2, but definitely won round 1. And he is landing some punches. Good right hand by Frank over there. So
How much time we got left?
we don't know. We got no clue. We got no timer, Tommy.
I'm guessing 30
So,
seconds.
30 seconds.
I'm
That's a
guessing.
good time.
It's good. Another good lead right hand by Frankie. And here's Ramon
Gotta
trying to
finish
finish
big.
the round. And I think Frankie hurt
It's a close
Ramon
fight.
just there. Yeah. Close fight. All right, I give the edge definitely to Frank Morganti. All right, so let's talk to Tommy Gallagher a little bit. So Tommy, I remember years and years ago, you told me to come to Madison Square Garden with you. You had people, with T-shirts. You had every aspect of boxing. Somebody to sell hot dogs, somebody to do things, and you were pitching the Contender.
Right.
So. How did it happen when you who finally signed you for the Contender?
Well, actually, when we started that, it was 1987, where John Condon, the president of the Garden, wanted to do a story. We sit on the ring that was there for 50 years and talk
Right.
about all the fights that happened in there.
Right.
And then I brought some stuff up, and John passed away, and I brought it to California. I talked to Stallone and Sugar Ray.
Right.
And I got mixed up with this guy, Jeff Wall, and he fucking robbed us.
All right. All right. So this is something. This is why you need a lawyer sometimes. Let's go to the ring. Let's go to the ring and get the decision. Tommy Gallagher is steaming. He's over there. So let's see what we got.
How
in
you
the
calling
decision.
this, Dave?
I got Morganti 2 rounds to 1.
It was close.
Yeah. But
Wow, we won.
okay.
Good for you.
All right.
Got fucking lucky there.
All right.
On and on.
Okay.
You know how I won the gloves? I'll tell you how I won the gloves. They needed an extra fight for you could have got by for the quarterfinals.
Okay.
So when I was Al Gavin and we went into the room and I said I want to fight no matter what. I scared everybody after that. I could have had the buy and went right to the quarterfinal.
Right.
But I said, no, I want to fight, and I can't go. I got 30,000 people there.
Oh, that's it. And you are a popular guy, Tom. Somebody understands the selling of tickets. It's Tommy Gallagher.
When I fought in the Garden, I sold 1,800 tickets.
What year was that?
That's it.
1959.
Wow.
And back in 1959, the Garden could only hold 715.
And it was about a quarter to get in,
1,700
right? How much was it
people,
to get
yeah.
a ticket?
What are you talking about? It was 15,000 people there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tom.
It's obvious that since you're retired, you're not too well. But I sold 1,800 tickets.
No, that I believe.
And
So Tommy Gallagher was. What do you think about the promotions now? I mean, you used to rent out the Ridgewood.
Richmond Hill Arena,
Right.
Cipriani's. I did
Right.
all those shows at Cipriani's.
Right. Did a lot of stuff.
We did a lot of shows.
Yeah, one of the trailblazers of New York City boxing, and started a contender. As you can see, he got screwed. If he had a lawyer like you, Norm.
I'm going to hand him. I'm going to give him one of the gloves with a keychain, Tommy. Next time, you prevent the robbery by calling the number there.
All right.
And we're going to protect you,
let me try to
Tommy.
explain to you something. If
Yeah.
I'm involved with a robbery, all I want to know is what my end is.
All right, Tommy.
All
Thanks
right,
a lot
great.
for joining us.
David,
All right.
wonderful
Thank
seeing you.
Okay. All right. So, So we want to tell the parents out there, bring your children back into the mix.
We're PG again.
We are PG-13 again. Tommy Gallagher telling us how it is. And listen,
He's a legend. A real
yeah,
legend.
he
You can see it. Yeah.
he was a dock worker.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
a dock
yeah, yeah.
worker. You know.
Even the way he dresses, just an old
Yeah,
school boxer.
yeah,
the way
he's-
he walks.
he's a legitimate
Classic.
guy,
He
yeah.
is legit. Yeah.
I liked it. I like
lucky
me
you
some
trained
Tommy
under
Gallagher,
him.
man.
Yeah.
I love me some Tommy Gallagher.
Yeah.
He's a legit guy.
And he praised you, Dave. I had no idea you were that good when you were younger.
Oh,
He gave you the
he's
best
a-
puncher he had.
uh,
Out of 5 world champs, he said you were the best. Was he telling the truth?
No, I could punch. The problem is landing the punch. It's all the rest of boxing. It's like
Yeah.
so you're a great hard puncher, but if you're taking punches, my defense wasn't that good, my footwork wasn't that good, and I just kept working on power. So that's that doesn't make for a good career, and it was just an amateur career, but it was something that I like and
Where was
taught
that?
me
Where's the
about
South
that.
Queens Boys Club?
South
Where's
Queens
that at?
Boys Club doesn't exist anymore. It's now the Boys and Girls Club. It's on Atlantic and 110th Street in Queens South,
What is it,
Richmond
like
Hill
Laurelton
area.
or something? Oh, Richmond Hill.
Richmond Hill, right?
Yeah.
It was great. You know what? I'll tell you a quick little story about back in the day, Tommy Gallagher's gym. So Richmond Hill is kind of like an across of all neighborhoods,
Yeah.
and it kind of like there. So different people come from different walks of life. But the Rocky movies were coming out back in the day,
Sure.
in the 70s,
Yeah.
and everybody used to, you get these bunch of Italian guys coming in out of, that never boxed before.
Yeah.
They saw Rocky. Oh, I want to be Italian stallion.
Yeah.
And Tommy Gallagher would grab these kids, and basically back then it was a little bit different. You didn't, you needed space in the gym, so he didn't coddle people. So whoever got in, he would just throw in the ring, and they would get just a tremendous beating, and they would never come back yet. If they came back a couple times after these beatings, he'd train him.
I've heard there's still a couple of places like that I've heard stories
Yeah,
about.
so Tommy Gallagher was an old school
Yeah.
fighter like that. So when he got all these Rocky guys, these Italian guys from basically the Howard Beach neighborhood,
Yep.
they come in, he'd throw them all into the ring just like he did everybody else,
Yeah.
and a lot of them wouldn't come back, but he did get a few tough ones out of there.
Yeah,
so
that's good stuff. Yeah.
that's how Tommy Gallagher will get in.
When those movies were coming out, I was going to yeshiva in the Bronx, and the rabbis, they weren't letting us go to those movies.
I
Yeah.
say they
But
don't want
we
you to get in
got there.
twos.
Yeah,
They
we
don't want
went
you to get in
anyway. We
twos, yeah.
snuck in and went.
All right.
All right, so we're waiting for the headgear for the red corner,
Right.
and that's going to be Arbin.
Go ahead.
I don't even know how to pronounce that. man.
Markushevich.
Manischewitz?
Yeah, let's call him Manischewitz.
Manischewitz? All
Like
right.
fine wine.
And who's
That's
this
in the
guy?
red corner.
And in the blue, we
And
have
then you have Daniel,
The blue's
uh,
the gefilte fist.
Yeah, Daniel Fornes from NYC Cops and Kids.
Right.
All right, against Manischewitz.
Manischewitz.
Arbin. We're waiting for
Arbin.
headgear. He's got his headgear
He's
on.
from Bars, BC, and Bars is one of these. It's an Eastern Bloc, former Soviet Union gym, isn't it?
Yes.
You know that from Brooklyn, right? Yeah.
Let me give a quick shout outs real quick. Brendan Gunn is on there. Brendan Gunn.
Okay.
And Sean Noel Ferguson. David Moore. He wants to know if any 152s fighting today. No, not today.
No.
178s and 123s all only
Isn't
today.
David Moore? Didn't he win it last year? Didn't he win the ring last year?
Did you win David Moore?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Sounds familiar, yeah.
David
And then
Moore,
Nina
he
Blue.
works in the car shop.
Nina Blue from Blue Boy Boxing in the house.
What's happening, Nina?
From Connecticut, the Hartford area.
Okay.
Hello, Nina. Welcome.
All right. So
Oh,
Daniel
husband.
Fornes from New York City Cops Kid starts it off with a quick jab and a quick hook. And the referee is John Bassi, it looks like, or something like that. Referee John is calling for breaks. Yeah. And this is something that it's hard. In amateur boxing, the referees want you to listen as they call commands. But at the same time, if you don't step in there, a lot of times they won't. The fighters won't stop fighting.
All right, so Arbin in the red.
And Arbin is like a seeking story. I will break you guy. He's coming forward, and he's trying to land some hard punches.
And he does there with a short left.
Right.
Connecting
they,
to the
they
face.
both throw hooks at the same time. Right. And that's what he's got, George. He's got like a short little left hook, right?
Yeah, that's right. A lot of power. You can see this guy's got
Yeah.
strong legs. Both of them
Yeah,
actually
and
do.
he's
Yeah.
walking him down and leaning on him. I'm walking him down.
Right. It
Getting
looks
warning
like
from the ref. I'm not sure for what.
probably a head.
Nice jab.
All right. So
Double jab by
So
Daniel Fornes.
Fornes wants to be out there, and I don't think Fornes is too comfortable. Daniel Fornes is in the blue headgear, gray suit. I don't think he's too comfortable on the inside. He keeps holding. He's going to get warned for that soon. Yeah, and Arden Markshevovic is. Whoa! He knocked him down with a jab. Jab.
Wow.
I was just about to say he's got a strong left hand. He throws
And
a
he
quick,
not-
hard left hook.
Wow.
But
Again.
look at him. He's trying to get it in. He's trying to finish this. And Daniel Fornes is looks like he has his wits about him. You know.
Right, it was just like a flash knockdown, but nonetheless, yeah. Let me tell you
I-
something. That Arbin is throwing some really tough punches, and I think that's why Fornes is holding on. I mean, what I've been seeing is some really power punches coming through from his part.
All right, so I'm going to say that Fornes is holding on, Daniel Fornes and the Grays holding on, but not so much because of Arbin's punches. Maybe somewhat of that, but he's not an inside fighter. He just doesn't like fighting on the inside.
Right.
And just feels uncomfortable and is holding on.
Right.
You know, and you know what? A lot of people do that. You get warned for it in the amateurs. In the pros, you should get warned for it, but half the times you don't. You know,
yeah.
which
But
annoys
he
me.
wasn't warned in that first round for just holding on, was he?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't. The referee, John, I can't make his hand right now. Basici or whatever. Yeah, whatever. John. The referee's first name is John. We like to be friendly with him. We got to call out too.
David Moore says that yes, he did win last year.
That's right. I thought so.
Jerry Madison
He's
says
a
boys.
ringmaster.
Yeah,
Right.
he's a ringmaster, and Jerry Madison says boys in Howard Beach, they don't like getting their hair in a mess.
I'll tell you what, Howard Beach, they got some. A lot of these Italian guys, you know, that's stereotypical, but they are strong at Howard Beach. They lift weights, they comb their hair nice, they drive nice cars, and they're strong.
Is it still like that? It's been a long time since I'm there.
They're strong, man. They're strong. I think they dance better nowadays, though. They're a little more.
All right, so let's go back up to the ring for the action here. And you
Okay.
see, again, Arbin pushing the action. Fornes moving away
Right.
on
Fornes moves nice.
on the ropes. He does move.
He does
but
move,
he's
but
got
you're right.
zero-
He needs to stay outside.
Yeah, he's got zero inside game.
But, he keeps his left down. I don't know if he's blocking the body shots, but, you're susceptible to that right from Arbin.
Yeah, and Arbin doesn't seem to really concentrate on his right. He's a left. Maybe he's a lefty
Strong
turn.
Yeah, it might be
right.
right. He's
Yeah,
got a very strong
because
left.
his left is very strong.
And big right,
landed-
another right,
All right,
and a standing
so,
8 count.
So
for
Arbin
Arbin.
just shut me up and landed 2 hard right hands. and he said, "Shut up, Dave Steve on the sideline. Shut up, Punk Life. I know how to throw a right hand."
He did show you.
All right, he did.
Must have
He
heard.
must
And
have.
Red
he must
coming
have heard me.
charging
Right.
forward.
And that's Arben. Markashevik. I think that's how you pronounce it. Markashevik.
And we're sorry. We
Sounds
apologize.
fancy when you say it.
Yeah.
But we
Marcus
apologize for
Shaviq.
chopping up his name. But let me tell you, there's a lot of boxes.
It's a big
real-
name. You can't fit into a big the little boxes we hold.
And Arbin again pushing the action, pushing
Right.
Fornes against the ropes again, putting him
Right.
there. Like you said, I don't think Fornes is comfortable with the with that inside fighting. The referee
Right.
calling a break. I'm not sure why, because there was no.
Because of the holding, but he should have warned.
He should let him know. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's
And again,
just
he's holding.
Look at
Yeah,
him.
Arbin's holding again. Fornes is holding. I'm sorry.
Right. Daniel Fornes is just a holding kind of guy. We're gonna call him the coat hanger because he just keeps holding
Hangs
on.
Yeah.
Another warning from the ref for Daniel Fornes. And again, holding on.
Yeah, he's holding. And you know what? That's Auburn's fault too, because you keep going in, and you know the guy's an octopus and he's holding you. So stop going in. Get yourself some room to punch. Get
All right.
yourself a little room to punch.
And we got to pay the bills, Dave.
All right. Knock it out, brother.
All right, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Yo, what up? Come on, bro.
When things go wrong, you better call Norm.
All right, how are you? She told me all the problems.
Look, I need help, man.
That's what I do.
You got gloves?
Oh, I got gloves.
Well, let's go.
That's another fight for you.
Cool hand, you. I got you. You're the best.
Hey, when things went wrong,
Gotta call Norm.
thank you, brother.
And sitting with us here is the actual attorney, Norm. Norm Steiner.
600 Norm. Thank you for
All
being here,
right.
guys.
He's good.
That's right.
He recognized his number. He's smiling. He's happy.
The
Happy
fighting
it's getting
attorney.
out
That's what
there.
it is.
I love representing fighters. I love being
There you
part
go.
of their
And
part of their
others,
club.
not only fighters.
Right.
Yeah, but I like giving boxers and the boxing community the protection they need.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. So now Aubin really looks like he just wants to finish this, and he's coming forward. And Daniel Fornes really just doesn't know what to do right now. He's putting his head down. He's holding. It's like he's looking for a place to hide.
Right.
He's, you know, and I don't blame him because this guy is really coming in strong. Right.
And guess-
They should
Snaps the head back
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Daniel
Right.
Fornes, and another standing 8 count.
Right.
But you know,
This
I
is
don't-
pointless. Yeah. This
Yeah,
is pointless, yeah.
at this point they should just stop the fight.
Right,
Yeah.
because he's not looking to fight. He's looking to hide.
And you can't blame him because the
Right.
opponent that he has in front of him is a tough guy.
Right, and it's just hitting him very, very hard.
Right.
And there we go. It's
And again, a big right.
Right, and it's not like Daniel Fornes doesn't have the right idea. He's got the right idea. He's just outgunned in this particular match. You know,
And this is going to come to a stop.
Right.
I think it's going to come to a stoppage very, very soon. Okay, the referee gave him a warning. I think this
right,
is it.
yeah, he whispered in his ear, no holding.
You know, I think this is it. He's also kind of looking at him like, listen, I'm going to wind up stopping it. That's what
Right,
it looked
right.
like.
Right, if
I have the same feeling.
right.
You know, he's still fighting, but I don't know if he really wants to be there anymore.
Well,
Right.
he's holding. He's holding right now.
There's no poker face on Daniel
Yeah.
Fornes right now.
Another left hook by Arbin.
And Arvin looks like he's just loading up and just trying to throw whatever hard punch he can. And this is not good for Arvin either, because he's just, you know, instead of just touching him and letting his hands go and letting whatever hard punch come, he's just trying to knock him out. And you know, and it's hard for that punch to come. That's what you need to do. You need to let your hands go. He's smothering his punches. And well, you know what? It's good. I guess it's good that Daniel finished the fight. You finished on your feet, Daniel. God bless you for that. You know, that took a lot of courage to do that. Stay on your feet, not throwing the towel.
Yeah, he didn't
You know,
get
it's a
hurt
tough
sticking
fight.
it out that bad. I think
Right.
you're
You know
right.
what-
It's-
yeah.
he went the distance.
What was really impressive is Arbin, and how do you say that name? Markashevik.
Markashevik. Markashevik.
Very impressive young man here.
Yeah.
A lot of power from his corner, and I
Right.
like to see where he's going to go in this ring match.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's gonna have some problems because one is he smothers his own punches. You know, like if you see a guy is being an octopus or a koala bear and just latching on to you, you can't just keep marching forward. What do you think's going to happen?
Yeah.
What do you think's going to happen? The guy's going to hold you, right?
Right.
So you have to stay out there, get your range, and punch. Take your shots from the outside.
Well, we'll
and
see
build it up.
where he goes in this tournament.
Right.
I mean, it's just the first time we're seeing him, and we'll see where he goes in this tournament
Right.
during the tournament. So
So
see what happens if he maybe makes that adjustment watching this fight and listening to what you're saying and maybe some of the
hopefully
comments.
he does. Yeah, because that's gonna you're smothering your own punches, and that's not good. And he's a tall guy too. He has some height on him. Okay,
He sure does. All right, let's take it up to the ring for the official announcement.
Okay, no surprise there. That was pretty much a given. All right.
All right, so we're asking you to share the link. Share this link with Pug Life Chronicles. We want to make sure we give these gentlemen a platform and these ladies that are fighting. I don't know if we have any women fighting this evening, but we do give them a platform here on Pug Life Chronicles.
Right.
And quick shout out to Kevin Armistead from California. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the compliments. Cesar Holmes. All right.
All right, and they're giving out goodies.
Yeah.
In the ring.
That's the way they do it here, Mainstream Boxing.
Right. They did it in WTF yesterday.
That's right.
where
That's
we
right.
was, yeah.
That's right.
What the? So all right. So on to the next, and this is, this is good. We're seeing some of the novice fighters. I love watching novice fighters because it's kind of like where their minds are at, who's thinking what, and so I don't want to be too critical of Daniel Fornes
Sure.
because he did fight.
Sure.
He did fight.
He showed up.
He knew what he was doing as far as he knew he had to dip, he knew he had to move, he had to jab. He was just outgunned. So his mind is right. He actually knows how to box and he wants to box. So I want to encourage him to keep going in that direction.
And the thing about Daniel, though, and I don't mean to cut you off, is that he moves well around the ring.
He does move well.
And he has good footwork. But the thing is that, you have Arbin that was cutting him off and just finding a home for his punches. And that's,
right.
He was outgunned, like you said. And unfortunately for Daniel, it didn't fare, well for him in this tournament. But like you said, he should continue because he has good footwork. Yeah. And I think he'll do well.
And another
in the long
thing
run.
he should do is he should do some inside drills. Working with a fighter who's experienced and say, listen, I just want to work on the inside and learn how to fight on the inside because he really was not comfortable on the inside.
Yeah.
You need somebody who won't take your head off.
That's right, but you're right. He showed a lot of good skill. He was able to dip and move and had nice head movement. He should continue.
Yeah, so do not quit, Daniel.
Yeah.
You definitely
He's working out of New
Right.
York City Cops and Kids, and they're
Right.
deep in that program, so they have a lot of people that can work with him there and train him for the future.
What is it, Marantino?
All right, yeah, this is in the red corner. You have Nicholas Ferrandino from Champs Boxing Club, and Luis Maeda. Is that what it is? From Morris Park Boxing Club in the Bronx.
Morris Park. So we got the Bronx versus the Bronx, I believe. Champs is upstate, right? Champs is upstate. And Champs is in the red corner. So red, black, and white. And Luis Maeda with and in his corner. All right. So Luis Maeda is in the blue corner with the dark, all black.
All right, round number one.
Okay. We're gonna have a rock'em sock'em fight here. It looks good already.
Yeah, these guys look very strong.
Right.
178 pounds. Round number one.
Right.
Maeda.
And Luis Maeda in his corner has Aaron Davis, who's a former welterweight world champion in the pros. And Luis,
Nice left.
Yeah. But
Nicholas.
and he caught him with a back elbow too. Nicholas
Ferrandino.
Yeah.
Ferrandino in the red.
Right. And Ferrandino has a good left hook, but he kind of slaps with it at the end. He doesn't land with his fist. He kind of landed with the inside part of his hand. That would have had that left hook he landed would have been a lot better had he gotten him with the fist.
Oh, and a big left hook by
Right.
Ferrandino.
Yep.
Catches Maeda.
Right.
Maeda hanging on now.
And Ferrandino is built kind of like a refrigerator. You see how strong he is?
Ferreira going to the body.
Right.
Ferrandino
Right.
going to the body.
And Luis Maeda's coming forward with his jab.
Using it nice.
Yeah. I heard somebody's. They're coaching from the sides over here. All right.
And Ferrandino trying to go to the body with that jab.
Right.
Not much action going on right now. I think they're just feeling each other out. A straight right by Ferrandino.
Right. Well, you know what happened is the complexion of the fight changed immediately. Luis Maeda was come forward, but it turns out that Ferrandino is kind of a truck and has tons of power, so he doesn't want to step forward anymore, and he's adjusting. So it's
Good right.
Right, another
Threw
right.
his head back right at the
Right.
end, but he seems all right.
So it looks like Ferrandino, actually it's Ferrandino.
Yeah.
Ferrandino. All right, Ferrandino.
Let
We're
the
going to stick
lawyer
with
have a look.
Ferrandino.
Give me
All right,
a
Nicholas.
legal
Lawyer.
opinion on this.
All right, so Nicholas Ferrandino is your shorter, stockier fighter in the white shirt, and then you have Luis Maeda, who's your taller fighter and wearing the dark gear, and they both came out swinging at first, and it looked like Luis Maeda wanted to come forward and throw some punches, but he landed, he landed some, and then that put him in the wheelhouse of Ferrandino, and Ferrandino started landing some left hooks, and that changed the complexion of the fight. And Luis Maeda has got to now be a boxer puncher and stay on the outside.
That's what he needs to do against Ferrandino's power.
Right.
All right, Ferrandino going quick to the body again with that jab, and answering is Luis Maeda with his own jab.
And if you look at Luis Maeda, the way he stands, he holds a wide stance. He's not really on his toes. He's not really made to or hasn't practiced to move around the ring that much. So this kind of change is going to be a little bit difficult for him to
Nice
be a
little
boxer
hook
puncher.
by Luis. Big right. Another right. Strong right by Nicholas Ferrandino.
I like the way he moves. I like the way Ferrandino moves and fights.
Well, he moves straight forward only. and he throws as hard as he can.
Yeah.
You
It
know,
kind of reminds
like-
me of Jake LaMotta.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's a
Just
Rocky
straight in the
Balboa,
head, yep.
Rocky Marciano,
Yeah.
So he's somebody that, if you stand in front of him, he will hurt you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the thing is, and
Yeah.
you're right, Luis Maeda is not giving him any angles, not moving around too
No.
much, just staying right in front of him. So
Right.
you got to
Absolutely.
move. Got to move out of the way, man, because you got that big Mack truck coming in
Right.
front of you, and he's going to wind
Right.
up hurting you.
right. Although Maeda just scored
Yeah,
with
he
a couple
got a
of
couple
punches.
in there.
Yeah, he
Right
did.
there.
He did. Nice combination by Luis Maeda.
Right.
Maeda going again with that jab.
I don't know if Maeda could hurt.
And Maeda should concentrate on that jab, because that could be the disruptive punch that can get Ferrandino, get him off him. And Ferrandino now
You're right.
Yeah,
with
well,
that right.
Well, Ferrandino scored a right, and then he scored with a hook shortly after that. And that's because Maeda came into his wheelhouse, and that's the only way you're going to lose to Ferrandino, because Ferrandino is not that good at coming and catching.
Well, Luis is
you.
staying right in front of him. He's got to get out of the way, man.
Right.
You got to get to the side
Wow.
and use that jab.
Yeah,
That's what
so-
he needs to do. Yeah.
So this is what I'm talking about with the thinking. All right, so let's read Ferrandino's mind, because he's the easier guy. So Ferrandino is, I will crush you
Yes.
if you stay right in front of
Absolutely.
me. I will,
Absolutely.
and stay just right there, so I can come in there and throw a right hand as hard as I can, or throw a hook as hard as I
Yep.
can. And if you stay on my launching pad, I will go get you.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't think he's really showing us anything else. He's
No.
not showing us a jab. He's not showing us coming in and pinning the guy on the ropes. He's not showing us a movement. He's not showing us pressure. He's saying if you come into my wheelhouse at a certain range, I will come in there and I will throw this right hand or this left hook as hard as I can.
Right, he's just a
That's it.
Yeah, what do you call it? Charging forward fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically his style.
Well, he's not even charging forward. He charges forward only to a little bit. You know, like look at him. He's not putting pressure on. He's kind of staying out there. You see him?
Right, right.
He's not coming forward.
Well, he's trying to stay out of the range of
Louis Maeda.
Maeda.
Right.
But Maeda is not, again, he's staying right in front of Fernandino. Nice right by Maeda.
So now, and again, Maeda is he has a jab and everything, but he's just built for coming forward himself. He's another novice fighter, and he's, well, you know what? He's doing well now.
Yeah.
Using his reach a little bit.
Now Maeda's doing good.
So you got to use that jab and then come
Right.
up with that right hook, and I think
Right.
he'll catch Fernandino.
Right, and Maeda's doing this right now because he's throwing a jab, but he's not coming into.
And that's what I was saying
That's
earlier.
right.
He's got to
Yeah.
throw that jab, disrupt Fernandino from coming in, step in, throw that jab, and then come with a right hook or some other type of punch, you know?
Push him off. Jab. Right hand. Straight shot.
Straight,
Right.
yeah, go with the straight right, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, we go
Right, or step back just a little bit and throw that same straight right and stop Fernandino from coming in, which he's doing a little bit with it. And now he's throwing a little slap punch, which is a waste of time. You're not gonna hurt anybody with that.
No reason to be holding it.
All right.
Jab right hand.
So now Maeda is doing good because he's throwing a jab, and he's staying just a little bit out of range.
And now look how funny this is. Fernandino's hanging on now. He's the one holding on. He's charging forward, and now he's
Right.
hanging on.
Right, and Fernandino, for such a big, strong guy, is not good on the inside. He doesn't know how to throw inside punches.
And Maeda now getting advantage of the inside game.
Right. All right, I don't know how to call that fight. Maeda definitely won round 3.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely,
for sure.
convincingly. That's correct.
That's a close fight.
I thought Fernandino won round 1,
I had
rather.
him for round 1 also. Round 2 I had split.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
a
sure.
hard one.
I'm not sure about that. But that was a good fight, and that was a fight of adjustments. A lot of
Absolutely.
adjustments were made in that fight.
Maybe one extra round from Maeda might have made a difference. I don't know.
I think so, definitely, because I think
you're right.
I think he completely had him figured out.
figured it
you
out,
know?
yeah.
So in the third round, he felt very comfortable, you know, because Maeda was kind of like a seek and destroy kind of guy too, and then he stopped being a seek and destroy kind of guy because he got into the range, and then it turns out that Fernandino really is not an inside fighter.
Right.
For as strong and as stocky as he is, he's not an inside fighter. So that was interesting. And that was a good job of refereeing by, who do we have there?
All right, so
by Khalid? Is that Khalid?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's Khalid. Yep.
oh, okay. Good
And,
job refereeing.
For me, in my opinion, I mean, I know you guys are kind of split on who won, but Fernandino, for me, I think took it because of the first 2 rounds. I'm not sure.
Really?
That makes
Yeah.
sense? I don't know.
It was close. And you know what? Even in the first round, we're not quite sure, but he landed some hard shots. But did he land the whatchamacallit? You know, the more shots?
Right.
Because it is an amateur fight. Split decision.
Yeah, there
okay.
you go.
Yeah.
All right, so
That was
it's
a
kind
hard
of
one to call, but I don't have a problem with that.
yeah. No, you know what? And the thing about it was, the judges were thinking along the same lines that we were because they were
Right.
also on split decision. So,
So what you said makes a point, George. If he had one more round, because he had him figured out by the third, Luis Maeda had him figured out by the third round, but that was a little bit too late.
right. Absolutely. All right, so that was the 6th bout of the evening. We still have scheduled. We have 11 scheduled. So that was the 6th one. And we're moving along pretty quick here this evening.
Right.
So
What are we up to now?
We're up to the 7th bout
Out of
No,
how many? What do we have?
and 178 out of
All
11.
right. Norm, I'm gonna explain something to you.
Let's see
I
it.
want you to listen
Go
to
ahead.
me carefully.
Okay, I'm paying
If
attention.
we just finish 6,
Yes, next is going to be
it's going to be 7. 7.
Now, what do you do on 7?
You're not an accountant,
On
right?
7, you only do 6. You know?
We don't do a 7-inning stretch. Yeah, but we don't do a 7-inning
You get a
stretch.
7th off. On 7, you do 6.
All right, I see. I see.
If it's a flat.
Okay, this is what we're talking about. I do 65 in a 50 miles an hour zone, so I'm good with that. All right, so we got 2 guys here, and okay, so in the blue corner, we're gonna have Nikita.
What is that? Lasita?
Lasita. TSA. How do you pronounce that?
TSA? That's
yeah,
a name?
TSA.
No, just at the end. Lasita. All right. Well, Nikita's from Green Fitness. He's in the blue corner, and he's got Mike.
Oh my God.
Mike's
Wait until you see the next name.
trainer. This one's all right. Petrovic.
Yeah, but look at the first name.
Well, it's actually Dimitri J. Dimitri G.
Dimitri's in the red?
Dimitri. Yeah. Dimitri G. Petrovic is in the red.
Dimitri
So
Petrovic. Is that
we
common
got the-
spelling? Common spelling for
Petrovic is pretty much common nowadays. Yes, it is.
Petrovic is.
Petrovic is.
First name,
We
not
go
so
with
much.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
start throwing in all kinds
So-
of
so-
letters in there.
So Petrovic is in the red corner,
From Mendez Boxing Club in
Right.
Manhattan.
and then Nikita
Nikita's in the blue.
Listerstad is from Green,
Green Fitness. Where's Green Fitness located?
That's in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I believe that's in Brooklyn and Williamsburg. And he's got Mike in his corner. And Mike is a Eastern European, Russian boxing coach over there, who believes in the left hand out. He believes in that Russian style boxing, that old school Russian style boxing.
And we're waiting here for headgear. I'm not sure what's going on this evening, but again, the red corner with no headgear.
It seems like they have to keep changing it in the red corner.
Okay.
You know?
Here it comes.
And Ernesto Rodriguez, the referee, is in the ring. And George, we got to shout out these referees and these
shout 'em out,
coaches.
man.
Listen, these guys, they come out here, they get paid like 2 beans. So they get paid nothing. They do it for the love of the sport of boxing, and God bless them that they're running this tournament, and they're also spending their time
Sure.
to dedicate to these young fighters. Because without them, nothing will go on. Nothing.
Absolutely.
And they come out here time and time again, night after night. It's pretty much a thankless job. I make fun of them. You're always mocking their clothing.
And sometimes they get punched.
Right. Sometimes they get punched.
Sometimes they'll punch back.
Oh, how about Ilya?
Last night.
Last night, Ilya took a spill.
Ilya from
Ilya, yeah.
Ilya Freeman, yeah.
Yeah, he fell right on his face.
Yeah, he
A
fell.
little bit of a bruise on his forehead for it.
And,
Somebody start
and his
counting?
ego.
Did you get a count or no?
No, he almost knocked down one of the other fighters, though.
Angie Mendoza is tuning in.
Angie Mendoza. How
Angie,
you
a regular on
doing,
Pug Life
Angie?
Chronicles.
How you doing, Angie?
We have Jeff Grosson Sr. Hey, Jeff. That's my
Senior.
buddy. Yeah, that's my buddy, Jeff.
Where's Junior? Get Junior on here, too. All right.
Round number
so
1.
Petrovic in the red and Nikita in the blue.
And you have the height disparity in this fight. Petrovic being the shorter of the two.
Yeah, absolutely right. He comes out, he leaves his left out just like you predicted.
Yeah, well, if Mike is his trainer, he's going to have that Eastern European style.
And the headgear on the red corner for Petrovic just comes loose. They call a halt to the action just so they can fix that headgear.
Right. Oh, there was some holding his head down. So he kind of like loosened it. All right. So you've seen that Eastern European style from Nikita. He's got his hand out. Very good on the footwork.
Yes, moving around the ring very
Right.
fast, very well.
Right. And Petrovic is just trying to come in. And Petrovic is not cutting off the ring. Petrovic is following. And he got Matistador right there. Matistador to the side
Yeah, it wasn't a punch.
by Nikita. No,
Well, it was, but it was more of
Bullfighter-
a, yeah, it was more of a,
bullfighter thing?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
bullfighter thing.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what it was. Because he's not cutting the ring off.
Ernesto almost getting caught in the action there.
Yeah, man. it's rough in there.
It's
And here we
moving
go
very
again.
fast.
So Dimitri's trying to come in. Dimitri landed him with the 1-2 right there.
Yeah.
So let's see if he could do something.
You notice Petrovic is trying to work on the inside, and Nikita's moving well on the outside, not really giving him any.
But he's not punching though, Nikita.
But he's not. He's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
He looks, and like those old European, the Olympic games when they used to play tag instead of box. That's what he looks like.
Oh,
He
and a
looks
nice
like he's
left
playing
hook.
tag.
I'm sorry, straight left by Petrovic, catches Nikita, sets him back a little bit,
Right.
just throws him right off balance.
And Petrovic looks peeved.
Now,
Does look a little Italian.
Nikita's settling down now, not running so much around the ring. He looks a little winded too as well. Now
Well,
running again once he gets tagged by
he
Petrovic.
ain't winded from punching. He's winded from running.
From
around.
running,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he
So-
covered a lot of ground in that round.
Right. Yeah, he covered. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I think he put about
how
a quarter
much
mile
mileage?
in
How,
that.
how much mileage
About a
did he put
quarter
on?
mile.
I don't know. I think Fitbit's going to use him as a as one of the sponsors 'cause he's got a lot of steps in on that one there. So interesting bout, man. All right, a couple more shout outs.
Okay.
How do you pronounce that?
Oh, let me see if I can say that. That looks like a Granluigi Rosano.
Wow.
Granluigi. Gianluigi. Rosano.
you have,
Red corner. Let's go, Nick.
Ruben Reyes says, will you guys be up in the Albany Parks Boxing Club? Mike Tyson will be holding an amateur boxing event over there, I think. Okay, no, we're not scheduled. I don't think we're scheduled to go to Albany.
Albany, no.
No, that's
you
that's
will
kinda
have to
far,
fly
man.
us up there.
Yeah,
my
that's
man.
far.
One, we won't drive. Two, we will
This is
fly.
far north
but
as you
three,
guys will come. Just Mount
Yeah.
Vernon.
No,
Yeah.
no. We
You'll
go a
go
little
farther
further.
north?
No, we
we
go
go.
further. We go
I think
further.
we're going up to Poughkeepsie one for one.
No, we've been to Puerto Rico. We've been to LA. We've been to a couple places, but
Yeah,
yeah, we're not.
You're gonna have to fly us out there. All right, so
Nice
so
right
so,
there,
the
guys.
race is back on. One running forward, one running backwards or sideways. Let's see who makes it to the finish line. Oh, and Nikita's actually
Got some
throwing
punches
this
going
round.
this round. Yeah.
All right, so this is getting exciting. And Petrovic looks like he definitely wants to get in there, but he's just falling short.
Hold on, Nikita scoring, and he's got long arms. He should be using that reach advantage.
Right, he's too busy running though.
And winding up with that,
He
right?
feels good. He's running around. Ernesto's running. Everybody's
go.
running. Look at him. Nikita won't say still. The cameraman's running. Everybody's running. All right. Well,
Petrovic coming in with that overhand right, connecting.
And Petrovic, give him credit too, because he moves well enough to not get hit by Nikita. So this,
Yeah, not any clean punches. You're right, David.
Right.
Not too many clean punches coming from Nikita's side. But Petrovic is standing in there, trying to make a
Right.
fight, actually.
right, he's running in. Petrovic is running back and to the side. And the race continues.
He stopped doing laps around the outside.
That's it.
No, he's settling down. He's settling down, but
Yes.
by the time he settles down, I think it's going to be advantage towards Petrovic. 'Cause Nikita's just going to be winded.
Well, Nikita's he's winded from running.
Yeah,
what he
exactly.
is. Yeah.
Covered a lot of ground that first
Yeah.
round. Yeah.
Nikita finally lands the right hand, and Petrovic comes back with a few punches. Now, I think Nikita's going to lose points just for running. I don't think the judges like that. I mean, I don't like it. I like the fact that he has good defense. He knows how to stay, to keep some distance. but I don't like the fact that he's just running backwards.
Right.
Right? I don't like that. You know, I mean, you take a look at you go back in the day. You look at Muhammad Ali when he used to basically jog backwards, but he would know how to like land, plant his feet there.
He could tag, yes, he was backing up.
Right.
Yeah.
He'd knock you out going backwards,
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali would, you know, and he'd land like a lot of jabs. You know.
And he'd change up directions. He'd back up to the
Yeah.
left, back up to the right.
Right. So Ali was an angle changer, but again, this is novice, and we're trying to get, you know, these guys are trying to formulate and format their fighting styles, right?
All right, third and final
You gotta
round.
give him credit. They're doing it.
And Ernesto is just yelling at everybody right now, our referee.
Dmitry Petrovic in the red. Moving forward again, pressing the action. Nikita in the blue. Now spinning around.
Right.
Petrovic again connecting with that right.
Right.
Now Nikita moving forward in the third round.
Yeah, just for a second.
You're smothering your shots. None of them is connected.
All right. So let's see what happens. So now Dmitry has another problem because Nikita, besides running back, when he comes in, he ducks his head.
Right.
Yeah, Nikita scored with the good right. Nikita will duck his head and then try to tie him up by getting under his arm.
A headlock by Nikita.
Yeah. Dmitry shouldn't even put his head down. There's no sense in putting your head down. That guy's too tall.
Oh, and a nice straight left
By Nikita, right?
by Nikita. Snaps the head
Right.
back of Petrovic.
It was one of his best punches of the fight, that left.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And he's throwing the right, Nikita. He's just not hitting with it. And a good jab by Dmitry
And
right
follow
there.
up by a nice hook by Nikita. Catches Petrovic. Petrovic not really responding to that.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't really phase him.
Yeah, if Nikita's winning any round, it would be only this round, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, he settled down. He stopped running. You know, he starts throwing his hands.
Yeah, but Petrovic stopped running in as much. I think Petrovic will kind of got, you know.
And that's
All
it.
right.
Third and final round.
So
That's it.
so if you want to liken this match to a track meet, you have you have what you call it. You have Dmitry, who's like your hurdler. He's running all over the place, you know, running all over the place. And Petrovic was coming in as he's your shot putter, just running in and just throwing his body in there and just throwing the punches. And you know, I'm gonna give it to the shot putter because he actually tried to land punches in there.
Yeah.
And you know, Dmitry tried to keep it more of a track race, you know.
All right, we want to remind everybody that on April 19th, Madison Square Garden, all the
yes,
winners.
tell 'em.
All the winners of these tournaments are going to meet at on April 19th at Madison Square Garden. That's the Ringmasters Championship. You're going to see it there on April 19th. You want to join us there. And let me tell you, Dave, can you explain to them
Yes.
what the ticket prices are?
Listen,
because this time,
$25
MSG,
tickets.
At MSG.
Yeah, at MSG, $25 tickets. Get your behind, you know, don't lag yourself behind. Get your behind to MSG. Come on out. You know, for MSG for $25.
The Mecca.
The Mecca of boxing.
Boxing in the world.
Where Ali fought Frazier his first time at
Yeah.
MSG. All right?
And you'll be able to join us that day on April 19th at Madison Square Garden with the Ringmasters Championship. All right, let's take it to the ring for the official announcement with Joe.
Yep.
Okay, so he won the track race, the track meet over there. He was able to survive it with his shot put stance, you know. And then we don't even know what Dmitry has because I think Dmitry is probably a pretty good fighter. I think, you know, because if you take a look at Dmitry, I personally want to see more Dmitry.
Absolutely.
Because he had to track down somebody who's just running from the whole fight. So I want to see what Dimitri has when somebody puts it on him, you know, where they exchange. So we don't know what Dimitri has. We know what Nikita has. Nikita has some good feet. His hands not so much. But he's somebody who could be a ferocious force in the future. I want to see more of Nikita too.
When he did settle down, he did use good hand movement and he connected.
Okay. So let's take a look. We're going for the lighter weights right now. We're going for the lighter weights. And 123, I believe. Right. Andrew Jones is going to be in the red corner from Floyd Patterson Boxing Club. And then in the blue corner, we're going to have Frankie Garcia from Brotherhood Boxing Club. So we should be there.
Garcia blue and who's red?
All right. All right. Let's see what we got. So Andrew Jones
in the red from
in the red corner. Frankie Garcia from Brotherhood, and Brotherhood is working the corner. And Scott Bennett is checked in. Jerry Madison. I think we got most of the. Gianna Rosino. All right, Rosano coming in, and let's see what we got. It looks like we got the lefty-righty conundrum coming off right to bat. Andrew Jones is standing like he's a lefty. I don't know if that's the case. Let's see what we got going on.
Garcia also is looking a little lefty there, no?
No. Garcia comes out righty.
Yeah.
Lefty-righty conundrum. It looks like we got a little bit of a height disparity syndrome going on too. You know. So. All right. Let's see. So two quick fighters. The speed. It's like we went to a time warp.
It really is.
You know, like
a
speed zone.
More speed.
Yeah, with these guys coming in.
Almost precision.
Right. So these guys are two boxer punchers. They like standing in the middle of the ring. I don't see any inside fighting coming out of this fight. And Andrew Jones is a boxer puncher, landing his jab.
I think we're going to see Garcia get inside.
Well, I don't know if he wants to come inside. Oh, yeah, you're right. He's looking to come inside. He's looking for his moves. I don't see a jab coming out of Garcia. And Garcia's looking like for a small guy, he looks like he wants to come in. He looks like he wants to counterpunch. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. Jones is a classic rear foot fighting boxer puncher. Keeps his weight on his rear foot, you know, doing well on his rear foot. Landing a good jab, nice quick jab, and moves back well when Frankie Garcia tries to rush in. You know, keeps his distance, keeps his poise. Good boxing out of Andrew Jones, right? And Frankie Garcia's kind of got to decide what exactly he wants to do. And right now, Frankie Garcia is looking to land his right hand, and not quite doing it. All right. So let's take a look at it. So right now we have the classic lefty-righty conundrum going on, right? So if you look at Andrew Jones, who's lefty, you know, so he's always sparring righties, so he's very comfortable. He's a guy who is landing his jab, basically keeping the distance, and very comfortable. When Frankie Garcia is rushing in, because a little bit of a height disparity going on, he's stepping back and looking to land straight punches. Now Frankie Garcia looks like he wants to fight the lefty in the classic I'm going to put my foot on the outside and land with the right. The problem is because he's short, it's hard to land with your rear hand.
Yeah.
You have to use your jab. So this is one of the things I say with the lefty-righty conundrum. No matter what, as a righty, you still have to throw your jab.
But you think he's doing right by keeping his left foot outside, or trying to keep his left foot
No,
outside?
I think he has to jab his way in.
Yeah.
And force Jones into an exchange. Like he's waiting on the back. See, look, he's just throwing his right hand.
Yeah.
Actually, he came close that time because he threw his left. He's got to throw his jab no matter what. He's got to throw his jab. Frankie Garcia in the blue does. Meanwhile, Andrew Jones, on the other hand, is just nice and comfortable, staying on his back foot, staying just where he needs to be, just on the outside of Frankie Garcia's range, and just landing jabs. And as long as he lands jabs, he'll be able to land his left hand and his hook, and he'll be very comfortable.
Get in this chest, get in this chest. Get in this chest. He's trying to be flashy.
Again,
There we go. There we go.
good job by Frankie. Good job by Frankie. And it was good because after he threw his right hand, he landed his hook, which was a good idea. You got to keep that left active. You got to keep that left active, right? So he landed with, and Khalid is telling him what to do. And that was a slip.
That was a slip, yeah.
Okay. So.
There we go. Stay in the chest. Stay
All
in
right.
the chest. There we go.
So if you take a look at Jones, he's very comfortable on the outside, and Frankie has penetrated the barrier with his left hook, but he also needs to throw a jab.
Again. There we go.
There you go, and Frankie landed a real good left hook. Jones ate it like M&M's though. He took it like a little snack. He didn't get phased out of by all.
Oh, hit that body when it's there.
I think we saw Andrew Jones last year.
Oh, a little late.
Oh, and after the bell.
Yeah, you know what? It's in the continuation of a punch. I like the continuation round.
I think Garcia figured a few things out that round.
Yeah, he did, and that's one of the classic things. Again, like I was saying, George, is you know, just because the guy's a lefty doesn't mean you don't use your left. You have to use your left. Frankie Garcia had some success. He had 0 success in round 1 because he relied on the right. He's too far back. Jones is too slick, too tall. He's not going to hit him with the right hand. So now with his right hand this round, he landed a couple of hooks, but he's not throwing a jab, and he's not negotiating that distance in a successful way.
And didn't we see that last night? One of the we had 2 guys.
We saw a lot of twists on the lefty-righty conundrum on how to successfully handle it.
Right.
And
they one
all
of them was with the
stemmed
jab,
on
the jab, right?
The winner is going to throw a jab. So, you know.
Yeah, round number 2.
Right. And that's the problem. Jones is standing back there, and he could see Frankie Garcia when he throws the right.
Yeah, I think
You
they
know.
told Jones to get busier with his jab.
But Jones has a good jab. Very comfortable. I tell you what, Frankie Garcia is sticking with his right hand. He's sticking to it. Well, this is what he knows. So he's coming in there, and I'm telling you, he's landing that hook because he's committing with the right, and he's committing with the left right after it. And that's a success. And again, Frankie lands a really hard hook. And Jones has an iron chin.
Yeah.
Because those are hard shots. And I like to see Jones's answer to this left hook that Frankie's starting to land. You know, if he moves a little bit more. So for Jones too, like I don't see any angles from Jones. Jones is like nice and comfortable on the outside, but I don't see that foot movement where, you know, like you're the matador. He's just stepping straight back. I'd like to see a little bit more movement from Jones. He's obviously a good boxer. Just needs, you know, a little bit more. He's got a nice step back hook, Jones does too. You know, you see Frankie coming in, he'll step back and throw a hook.
Nice combo by Frankie Garcia.
Yeah.
Jones hanging on now. That right is all night. All night he's going to be catching Jones. And now Jones answering with his nice hook. Couple hooks. Nice combination by Jones. Frankie Garcia fighting back. Nice way to end the round.
All right, so I don't know. I see Jones winning that pretty handily. It seemed like the height disparity was too much. The lefty-righty conundrum was not solved by Frankie Garcia, you know, but it was starting to be solved.
Right.
So that's a good thing. So that's why these kids go in these tournaments. You're gonna get better by trying.
You got to do it.
Yeah, you have to
Gotta
do
keep
it.
Doing it.
Yeah.
You got to keep getting in
You
there
know,
and mixing it up.
You want to fight a lefty, then fight a lefty. Then then you'll know how it is, and you do all right.
All right, good sportsmanship by these two.
Absolutely.
And real quick, I just got to say a couple things before, a couple shout-outs here.
Oh, shout them out.
All right, Highland Boxing Academy says good evening. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining us.
Is that from England?
Yeah, that's from England.
In the Highland.
Yeah, that's right.
That's where Highlander comes from, the movie, right? Is that?
I don't know about that.
Did Highlander come from you guys, or did you guys make your name after Highlander, or it's no relationship at all?
I don't think so.
I'd like to know.
All right, Jose Guzman, hola. Dave Fleming, he says, what up, my guys? What up, Dave?
Dave Fleming is back.
Yeah,
What's
Dave
up, Dave?
Fleming's up.
What's up?
And Jerry says it's a split, and he thinks that the third final round is going to decide, and we'll see.
I think Jerry's a little biased towards Brotherhood Boxing.
And Jerry Madison says it's a draw.
I don't know. I saw Jones winning it. What you think?
I'm not as sure Jones took it as you did. If he did win it, I don't think by that much. Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with you. He always looked very, very comfortable, and he's got a real strong chin, and nothing Garcia did really bothered him. But Garcia was constantly scoring with that right, following it up with his left hook sometimes. I think it was a closer fight.
All right, we'll see. Split decision.
Okay.
That was a close fight. What happened, Phils? We're getting tangled up here in the electricity?
Yeah, I just lost it. All right. All right, so that was a good fight in the featherweight division, and now we're going to go right back up to the big boys, although they're making some sort of announcements. I don't know what they're announcing. I don't really care what they're announcing right now. We got a Kron coming in, Zachary Kron from Gleason Gym.
What weight?
That's a pretty tough weight, 178, light heavyweight. And he's going to be going up against Jawanza Taylor. These names get better and better. I love it. New York is the mixing pot. We welcome all ethnicities, and we are happy. Lou Rod saying hello. How you doing, Lou Rod? And what's that? Highland Boxing. Scotland, part of the UK. Yes. All right. Let me see what he says. Inverness is the capital of the Highlands of Scotland. All right, so again, all right, so the last decision, I saw Jones winning that. That was a split decision. And, that's kudos to Frankie Garcia, who did start figuring him out, but maybe a little bit too little too late. But great. If they will fight again, I'd like to see that match, because Frankie Garcia knows what he's doing a little bit more, and will be able to handle that a little bit differently.
All right, I want to shout out to Jay Quillen. That's Jacqueline. Jay Quillen. Jacqueline. All right, and we have entering the ring now
Are they still
in the
together, Jake Willen and Jacqueline? Still an item?
I don't know. Oh my God, that's from Keel and Peele. It's the comedians from their show. All right, so in the ring in the red corner, you got Zachary Kron from Gleason's Gym.
Right, Zach
Trained by
Kron.
Daryl.
And Jawanza Taylor.
Yeah, Jawanza for champs.
Jawanza. And these guys look in good shape. I'm expecting a good, clean fight from these guys. Action-packed.
Jawanza Taylor.
Jawanza.
Zachary in the red. Yeah, these guys look sharp, man.
Yeah.
178 pounds.
Right.
Novice.
Lean, sleek muscle. They look like they do their road work. Look in shape. They look serious. Referee Lou is talking to him. Consummate professional. Lou Costella, rather. Referee. All right.
Round number 1.
And the lefty-righty conundrum is rearing its head.
All right, Zachary throwing that, snapping that left jab. Getting caught with that right by Taylor.
Left.
I'm sorry.
And Jawanza Taylor has like the longest left arm of the night.
You ain't kidding, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Right.
Oh,
Moves nice.
And
Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor finding that home, man.
Right. And I'm liking something I see in Taylor right away.
Absolutely.
Besides the longest arm in the universe.
Nice jab
You know,
by Taylor with that right.
I like that Taylor holds his body completely to the side. Taylor switched up for a second. Okay. And he's
Oh, with a body shot, a big shot.
Yeah, that one hurt.
I don't know if we're making it.
That's
through
an
this
A
round.
count.
He hurt
That's an A
Zachary.
count. Yeah, that's an A count. Wow. Good uppercut. That hurt me.
Wow. We heard that
Wow.
right down here at the booth. I mean, I was like,
Yeah.
wow.
Different than sparring he's used
Right.
to. Yeah.
Let's see if Zach could recover from that. It looks okay.
And Taylor again with that hook, with the uppercut.
Right. And Taylor has really long arms, and he knows how to use them.
And again, more uppercuts from Taylor.
Right. And another A count. And I think they're going to give Zach one more chance. And Zach seems to be a little bit
Gotta show us
outgunned here.
something, Yep.
You know?
That's skilled with it too.
You gotta calm down. You gotta calm down.
Oh, and then right, and running is
That's it.
Zachary, and that's
That's
it.
the
That's
fight.
going to be the end of the
That's
fight.
Right. That was definitely an outgunned person. So Jawanza Taylor looks like somebody we have to look at. He's got incredibly long arms, and he does something that I really like in boxes, and that's you hold the stance all the way to the side. Not many fighters do that, especially novice. A lot of guys come out there, and as they learn how to fight, they square up a little bit. And the reason I say it is because when you turn all the way to the side, you hide your punch, and it's also loaded up and ready to go. And you can see that, Jawanza was lefty, so he's holding it this way. But he was really loaded up with his left, and he landed a good body punch, good uppercuts, good left hands. He had a lot to happen. And Zach Kron, this might be his first fight or one of, he's a novice fighter.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah, so you just got outgunned. You just need to get in there, get a few fights under your belt.
But do you
And
think
it's a good learning lesson.
Blading your body the way he does, turning to the side and blading it,
Right.
in addition to the torque power it gives you think there's an advantage to having less of a target there? You're not going to get hit.
Absolutely.
Obviously, it's for defense, it's for offense, and and I look for fighters to have that. So Jawanza with the stoppage.
He's somebody to keep an eye on.
Definitely, I'm definitely interested in watching him during this tournament.
Right.
At 178 pounds.
And Zachary Kron, look, he was ready to go. He was just simply outgunned.
He was outgunned.
Yeah. It's just like it was a little bit.
Gonna go back to the drawing board. That's all.
Right.
It's
yeah.
fine.
That's it.
took a big punishing blow to the abdomen. All right, so that's that was the ninth bout. We got 2 more bouts to go.
And he came back to fight. It wasn't like he quit.
He did not quit. No.
Yeah, he came back to fight. So
Absolutely.
good job.
No,
Good
he's a
body.
fighter. He
That's
would have
that.
kept on going if they would have let him.
We got 2 more bouts to go in this evening. That was the 9th bout of the evening. We have 2 more to go. We have 11 scheduled for this evening. Want to welcome you on Pug Life Chronicles. Remember, April 19th at the Garden.
At the Garden.
Madison Square Garden here in New York City. We will
Right.
be taking the best of the best. And you're going to be seeing them here live on Pug Life Chronicles.
And speaking of the Garden, so speaking of the Garden, you will be able to get tickets to the Ringmasters Finals for only $25. So jump on that, jump all over that, get over there, and then if you got a little swag and you don't want to sit, with the masses, you can sit up front for a little more money.
Sure.
Not much more money, but you can sit up front.
Yeah, just keep moving forward,
Yeah.
right? Just pay a little bit more. Yeah, you move up front. And
No. They're tickets for sale. They're the $50 tickets.
that's what I said. You
the
pay a little bit
$75.
more. You pay a little bit more. You move forward.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
That's what
there
I
you
said.
go. Okay, there we go. There you go. All right. So this is a free country.
Do you remember the days where at the fight
Feel
you
free.
can give the usher a little bit something and get a better seat up front?
I don't know about that. You
No.
can't
You
do
guys
that
are that
anymore.
old.
No, I don't remember that at all. No. I remember getting thrown out of a few places. That's what I remember.
All right, let's go up to the ring for the announcements here. Elmer Mendez from Westbury Boxing Club with the red headgear, red gloves. And then
Right.
you have Patrick Rock from Woodside, The Rock,
The
with
Rock.
the blue.
Rock,
The
rock,
Rock. So the Rock is in
rock
blue.
and blue.
All right, the Rock is wearing the darker colors.
And who's
and
in
Elmer
red?
Mendez is in the light colors and the red headgear.
Mendez and the Rock. Rock just covers up.
Right, and Mendez is coming forward. Elmer Mendez from Westbury is coming forward and throwing a lot of punches.
Rock 'em, sock 'em.
Yeah, this is a rock 'em sock 'em fight.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
And Rock just got hit with a right uppercut in that last exchange. All right,
And the uppercut,
right,
Mendez using that uppercut.
right. And I think Rock is starting to get his bearings about him. He was overwhelmed a little bit at first, but he looks like he's getting his feet under him. He's starting to jab, starting to box a little bit more. And Elmer Mendez knows how to box too.
Yeah, he looks well.
Even though he didn't show it.
Nice shots by
yeah.
Mendez.
Right. And Mendez is bringing it. He's pressing the action. He's coming forward.
He's a nice style Mendez does.
Yeah.
He looks polished.
Right.
He
And
looks
Mendez
polished.
is pushing the head down. That's-
Really low.
And Brock gets warned for having his head pushed down.
And Rock in the corner, trying to fire back the
Mendez-
ones and twos, but gets caught with an uppercut. And again, nice combination by Mendez.
They're exchanging, George. They are exchanging.
Absolutely. And
Let's
now
call it an eight
Rock,
count?
Rock gets an 8 count. I'm not sure why. I don't know if
I-
if that was warranted this early, but
I thought he was eating those right hands pretty good, but he looked all right. Mendez was starting to load up with the right hand, and Ernesto stopped him mid punch, which
nice hook by Rock. Mendez with a nice straight right, two straight rights.
Mendez is scoring with the right hand. Mendez is definitely scoring
That
with
was
the
his
right
round.
hand. So let me just put this. So this is interesting. This is what I was talking about before. The difference between this fight and the last fight is Mendez has a good right hand. He throws a good right uppercut. He's sent it, but he's more square.
Right.
Whereas you took a look at Jawanza Taylor from the last fight, who was all the way here. So when he was throwing his left hand, it was harder to see, and I think he got a little bit more body out of it. So that's the kind of stuff that I look for the pro fighters, for people moving up. in that, you know.
And we're here, just to change subject a little bit, we're Main Street Boxing out here in Mount Vernon, New York. This place is packed. We got people crawling all up behind us. I mean, this place is ridiculously packed.
Big turnout. Big turnout.
Good turnout this evening. A couple more shout-outs to John Hughes, Owen Ortiz, Beverly Copas, Jerry Madison. I think we just did Jerry Madison already. All right, so round number 2.
All right. So let's look. So Alvin Mendez is in the light blue with red headgear coming forward.
White trunks.
Right.
Then you got The Rock.
And the Rock is here to fight. Make no doubt about it. This guy is not. They don't call him The Rock for just because it's his last name. They call him The Rock because he's here to fight, and he's ready to go.
And Rock bending down, but Mendez looking for that uppercut every time Rock bends down.
Right.
Now Mendez taking the lead on this, scoring with the body shots, going up on top, going back to the body, going back up on top is Mendez. Rock staying against the rope now, pulls away from the ropes, throwing some punches, but he looks like he's outgunned right now. And the referee gives The Rock a standing 8 count.
Right. I don't know if he deserves a standing 8 count.
On this
To
one,
me,
I think he did. I think he was just overwhelmed with the barrage of punches. The barrage
I thought he was
punches that were
fighting
coming
back.
in.
I thought he was fighting back. And
He was fighting back.
Yeah, Ernesto says, don't hit him in the hip.
Thigh, yeah.
All right.
Now Rock pushing Mendez.
Shoulder, yeah.
That was a push headbutt and a shoulder bump all in one.
Against Mendez going to the uppercut.
Yeah.
Now with the straight right. Now the combination of punches.
And Rock scored in the middle of that too. I mean, it doesn't seem to affect Mendez at all, but
Rock keeping his head down, making it susceptible to that uppercut.
Mendez realizing that and shooting it over and over at that.
Oh, and a big left.
Big
hard
left.
left
Big
Left
left.
hook, yeah.
I was waiting
That's
for
it.
somebody to throw a left.
And that's going to be the end of the
So
the
Mendez
fight.
threw about 50,000 right hands and then ended it with the left.
Yeah.
Right. All right. And Rock, I don't know. I wouldn't have stopped it, but the Rock did good. And Rock, let's give credit to the Rock because the Rock did not
Nice.
stop.
No,
Sure.
He did not stop. He kept fighting. He was fighting hard.
Yeah.
You know, he was just a little bit overwhelmed. And
Ernesto
sometimes
did
it
the right
stops.
thing, though.
Yeah.
Ernesto, the ref did
Right.
the right thing.
I
stopping
think
the
it
fight.
was kind of inevitable, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
The way it was when they were both inside, tight, I kept thinking whoever's going to throw that first good left hook is going to take this thing.
All right.
I
So
didn't- You didn't get that feeling.
No, you know what? This is broadcast. So if you were thinking it and you didn't say
said
it, it doesn't
Didn't
count.
matter.
It
Didn't
doesn't
happen.
count.
Didn't
Actually, I wrote it down.
It's-
I wrote it down over. Whoever throws the first left hook will take this. I guess I should have said it.
right. All right. This is what you get when you're dealing with just straight up, story makers. All right. If you don't say it, we don't believe you. All
I
right.
think, Dave, you have to realize we effectively use cross-examination to reveal the story makers.
All right. So just want to remind everybody when we're going back live because we're almost we got one more bout to go this evening. We will be live again next week, Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, 7:30 p.m. showtime.
And how come we didn't go live last Thursday?
We were live last Thursday.
No, we weren't because it was
Okay.
Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right.
It was Valentine's Day.
All right, so the 21st.
And the fact that you didn't remember it was Valentine's Day shows how much of a cruddy lover you are. All right?
Okay.
Okay? All right? So
Coming from this guy.
So I remember. I bought flowers.
You know what it is? His wife is watching. And she said, make sure you say something about Valentine's Day. All right,
All
Dave.
right.
We'll give you the brownie
And
points.
to your wife, we'll say
She knows. I gave her a gift. She's good. All right.
he forgot about it.
Let's go.
How
Let's
quickly
go.
they
Let's
forget.
go to the schedule, Dave, real quick. On
What
the
do we got?
21st Thursday, we're out of the New York Athletic Club in New York.
The NYAC.
Yeah, that's going to be New York Athletic Club at 7:30 p.m. showtime. You're going to catch all the live action there with us there, Pug Life Chronicles, watching more amateur boxing, the road to the Garden in this Ring Masters tournament. All right, so we want to invite you to go out there and watch us live or go in person, buy a ticket, support these amateur boxers. And April 19th, Madison Square Garden, we will be there. I think we're going to be broadcasting live. We're not sure yet. Remember, this is all based
on sales. We gotta pay for the Garden. All right, so the Garden has to be rented. We need to sell seats. We want to come back to the Garden. We want these kids, these amateurs, these young men and young women to get a chance to fight in Madison Square Garden. Okay,
so buy a ticket, basically.
Buy
a
ticket.
Come
and
on.
we made it real cheap for you. When I say we, that's USA Boxing
Right.
and the parties that be in Madison Square Garden. Trying to revitalize amateur boxing in New York. It's been going down for a while. Trying to revitalize it, give these guys the platform. You're getting the streaming platform. We're
Free.
broadcasting,
Free.
professional broadcasting.
Free.
You know, people dipping over me.
Right. Well, as we're broadcasting, we're
That's
live.
right.
We're live. We're live.
We're live. Right. That's what you get. That's the beautiful. I'm suing that guy, and I got my lawyer right here.
It's harassment.
I'm suing him for
That was
that
harassment,
guy.
Also,
You know?
what did he say? We might have defamation in there. I'm not sure what he said.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. So these are the type of things. So let's give these young men and these young women, let's support them. Come on, it's only $25. Come to the Garden. Get your butts out of your sofas, and get them into the seats at MSG. Let's do
All
it.
right, the main event's coming in.
All right.
We'll take 1 30-second commercial break as they make their...
Yo, what up? Come on, bro.
When things go wrong, you better call Norm.
All right, how are you? She told me all the problems.
Look, I need help, man.
That's what I do.
You got gloves?
Oh, I got gloves.
Well, let's go.
That's on the fight for
Thank you. Thank you. I got you. You're the best.
Hey, when things went wrong,
Gotta call Norm.
thank you, brother.
All right, so we're back. You see the Main Street Boxer, the main event, making his way into the ring, followed, by his entourage of people.
What an entourage it is.
Yeah. That looks
The
like a
energy
mob.
level just went up.
That's a mob.
Yeah, are you scared?
No, I'm never scared in Main Street.
All right.
They love Pug Life Chronicles. You should be scared.
I'm a little nervous.
You should be scared. You are not a part of Pug Life Chronicles. You should be scared.
I was hoping maybe I could endear myself to you quickly in this rumpus. Is that possible?
Not a chance.
God
Not a
damn,
chance.
I'm leaving now. Then I'll see.
This is what we got. All right. So this is it looks like the 123 pounds. Antonio Lucane from Main Street in the red corner, and Ashur Al-Azim from Green Fitness.
Al-Azim.
And we've seen Al-Azim before, right? He's very fast, moves around. I believe we've seen him before.
Yeah.
Al-Azim.
Where is he from? Looks like he's from Yemen. Right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Mike never quit with that.
And who's in the red from Main Street? What's his name?
That's Antonio Lucane.
Antonio.
All right, so this is your main event, 123 pounds, novice.
Hey, yo, Donkey, knock him out. Donkey, let's go. Knock him out. Knock him out.
Ashur Al-Azim and Antonio Lucane. Wow.
Yeah, they're crowded over here. They're on top of each other.
Hey, hey.
There's somebody with an afro blocking the camera.
You can't make it up, George. That's all right. It's amateur boxing at its best.
It's like the 70s again.
All right, here we go.
All right.
The anticipation.
This main event has a lot of expectations to live up to.
All right, round number one.
And by the way, the lefty-to-righty conundrum coming on. And Alizim is
He does
on his
move.
feet.
Yeah.
He does move.
Yeah, you're right. Look at him go.
And he's got some great footwork, Alizim does.
Yes, he does.
I don't know about his punching yet, but
Right. Speed.
Antonio Lucane is trying to come forward.
Antonio came with a
Wow.
nice
Good
quick
left hook, yeah.
and an uppercut, catching,
Alizim.
Oh,
and
nice.
Alizim now firing back with a hook.
Right. And this is a good 123-pound fight. This is what you want to see in a novice fight. These guys are both letting it go, and they are not holding back.
Oh, and a nice punch to the body. Alizim and now answered Lucane, Antonio Lucane answering back.
Alizim is landing his left hand. He's got a good left hand,
Yes, he does.
along with that good footwork. And the referee's got to stay out of the way.
Yeah, this is a fast-paced fight,
Right.
high energy.
And the crowd is into it. Here comes Antonio again. Now he's trying to put it on.
And Antonio with a nice right hook catches Alizim. And Alizim answering with his own left hook.
He answers well. He recovers really quickly. When you think those power shots hurt him, he's right back in there.
And a nice straight left
Two of them.
by Alizim. Again, catching Antonio against the ropes.
Right.
Now Antonio
Comes back.
comes back with
Yeah.
kind of like a modified uppercut.
Just a haymaker on the right.
There you go.
There he goes. Oh, whoa, and he stunned him again.
Yeah.
He stunned him twice in that round. Wow. I don't even know how to call that round. Can you call that round?
I think it was
Very,
really
very
close
tough.
up until the very
Very
last 5
tough.
seconds. I think Antonio's did a little damage that might have got him that round.
Right, Antonio
Yeah.
stunned him. It was well, the referee was kind of like in the way of this because in the first left hook, then Antonio, he basically almost knocked Alizim down. He almost knocked him down with the
went
left
back.
hook,
He went back. Yeah.
and Alizim like bumped into the referee or something like that. It was a little crazy, like, and then
the answer
Alizim just came right back,
Yeah.
and then Antonio came right back. So how do you call that round? I don't know.
Yeah.
Fast-paced round,
Yeah.
fast-paced fight.
Right. We saw a little bit of everything. And a little bit of, I don't want to say dirty fighting, but Antonio, you know what? When Alizim comes inside, Antonio looks like he's holding with his left and just feeding the right up and down. I don't know if he's holding or I don't know if he's just putting his left there, but he's definitely doing some sort of thing over there.
All right, so Facebook fans are saying that Blue has got it. That they're saying
Yeah. Blue
Alizim's
had that
got it.
round. That was in
Okay.
And I think I know why, because of the cleaner punches maybe.
Yep.
A lot of punches, probably the more punches. Look at this. The referee cannot stay between them. Okay. Let's
All right,
see.
again, collecting his Alizim.
Alizim definitely got rocked twice.
Got rocked twice, but
in that first round.
but he had a lot more punches, cleaner punches in that round.
Landed. Right,
and
absolutely.
beautiful footwork. He really did.
Excellent footwork.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to get points for his footwork. I don't think so.
Well, that helps to make those clean punches.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Absolutely. There it goes.
Nice right connecting by Antonio
Yeah.
Lucane.
Yeah, but you know, he landed on the body. Basically, I don't think it hurt him. You know, he didn't catch a soft spot on the body.
And working the jab is Alizim.
Alizim's got that funny hop back kangaroo thing going on.
And he almost tripped on his own
Yeah.
on his own feet.
And Alizim can move.
He moves very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at him. Oh, that was a good move there.
You know, it's a Yuri Foreman hop is what he's doing, Alizim. That back and forth Yuri Foreman style.
Reminds me a little
Yeah,
of Prince
well,
Nassim
he's
Hamed
got-
when he was younger.
Yeah. Well,
Who
actually,
also got a finger
Mike in his corner trained Yuri Foreman back in the day, so you might see the same one.
Yeah.
All right, and I tell you what, Antonio Lucane has got to do something if he wants to win these rounds. Because he's doing a lot of posturing, but he ain't doing too much punching. You know,
He gets caught with that
right left.
nice left hook.
rounds.
All right, so this is the final bout of the evening. And the way I see it, I got to say that Asher Al-Azim, I think, in my opinion, is winning this fight.
I would think so too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure round one, but definitely round two. He took that round. He basically didn't get hit. He didn't land that many punches, but he basically didn't get hit. And Antonio Lucain just really couldn't do anything with the speed and with the movement. And you know, Lucain has to kind of sell out and just go for it right now.
Right.
It's his last chance, yeah.
He's got Stiletti probably telling him that same thing in the corner, giving him that advice. He's gonna have to stimulate him and just say, hey, you got to go over there and you got to do this.
Who's Stiletti? Big Mike?
Yeah,
Big Mike. Big Mike's working his corner.
And this is it. And the headgear for the red corner.
Right, and that's been happening all night, especially in the red corner. I wonder what it is.
All right, round number 3. Here we start.
Okay.
Lucain comes running across the ring.
Yeah, I didn't think Al-Azim was expecting that.
And Al-Azim moving well around, punches and gets out of the way.
Oh my God, the referee's cautioning Al-Azim about something.
I don't know what he did. He didn't do anything wrong. He punched him and then he went around the side,
yeah.
stepped to the side. I
thought
didn't
he
see
was
anything
supposed
wrong
to
with
do
that.
that.
Yeah, I didn't see anything wrong with that. I'm not sure what that's about.
Yeah, well, he just scored with the left hand. Scored with the right. Did Al-Azim. And Antonio Lucain has the right idea, but he just can't get Al-Azim into his punching range. All right.
And again, the referee stepping in. I'm not sure why he keeps stepping in.
Yeah. But you know what? It's important that these refs do that, because if these guys are going to go up to the next level, these referees in these national and international tournaments do not play around at all. So you have to know the rules.
Point.
Yeah. And Asim he is a moving, jumping beam type of guy. And he knows how to move well, and throw punches.
Punch and connect.
Oh, what a big
nice left.
Left
Finally
hook
good
left
job.
by
Antonio. He
Antonio.
scored with that left hook. He stopped that jumping for a second, did he?
Just one.
Yeah, just one.
But again, is it enough to win the round and win the fight?
I don't think so. I don't think so. No.
either. He
He's
gets
going to
a
have to
few
do
more
something
in
more.
maybe.
Yeah. It's hard to track that Al-Azim down. Al-Azim's all over the place.
Moves very, very well in this ring.
Yeah,
Very well.
absolutely.
And the thing about it is he's punching and moving.
Right, and he's grabbing too.
Get out of there. Oh,
Whoa.
And that's it. That's the end of the bout.
that was a
And the
nice
two best punches that Antonio scored were after the bell. So I don't know if they're going to count. I don't know if they're going to count. They count in in life, but not. I don't know about this
not
boxing
in the
gym.
fight, yeah.
Yeah, not the fight. Wow.
All right. All right, so again, we're going to be live. We're going to be live next week on Thursday. And that's going to be from the New York Athletic Club in New York. Showtime is 7:30 p.m. And you want to mark it on your calendars. And also remind you, MSG, April 19th from Madison Square Garden. Come out, watch the fights. $25 starting
Come on.
price of the seats.
Come on.
Hang out with us. Have a good time.
Get your butt out there. As Tommy Gallagher say, get your out here. All right?
Yeah, next time he comes back,
Yeah.
I love the guy, but you need a 5-second delay.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Tommy Gallagher. Tommy Gallagher is a little crazy. But one of the colorful, true
Characters of
characters of boxing, you know,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
he's been in it since the 50s. He won the Golden Gloves in the 50s.
Yeah, yeah.
Tommy Gallagher did.
Yeah.
He's been training fighters since the 70s.
Right.
He's been making shows. He's been involved in a lot of things. Tommy Gallagher has.
All right, so let's go up to the ring for the official announcement with Joe. Giving a nice hand to the crowd.
Okay, and Highland Academy says blue all the way out of this.
I agree with Highland.
Split decision.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And it's split.
All right. I don't see that it was split, but you know, I could
might
see
be for the home team.
I could see 2-1. I could see maybe the coaches want to get out of here. All right. Referee Will Creed says, let's show this for Pug Life. That's right. There you
Pug
go.
Life and the
There you
photographers.
go.
Okay, great
And
job.
the photographers.
Great job by these two.
Excellent stuff.
Man, what an evening of boxing
What
we
a great
had
night
here.
of amateur
Yeah,
fighting. It really was
absolutely.
awesome.
Yeah, it was
Man,
very good.
Yeah.
That
Did
was
you
very
guys
good.
have a good time? We had a good time.
Had a blast.
That was fantastic boxing. That was really good. Hopefully you learned a couple things. Hopefully you saw your fighters. And then all these fighters get to see each other, so the competition gets that much better because you know what you're going against.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's a great platform
Yeah,
for
and
these
the cool
guys.
the cool thing is like what David just, I want to expand on that.
Right,
Is that
absolutely.
some of the boxers that fought within the competition, within the last 4 of them, this is the 5th one, right?
Right.
So they'll be able to go back and see who they're going to compete against, and they'll be able to. So the level of boxing, because they're watching what they're competing against, is going to get higher and better. You're going to see
Right.
better fights
That's
as it goes, like we did last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also they can see themselves and they can critique themselves.
There's a library that's being archived. They
Right.
can go back and
Absolutely.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Archives. All right. He's got to throw in the SAT words, right? Yeah, like, all right. Yeah. Library.
Yeah.
But this is
I
good
know
stuff.
blueberries.
Before law school, the biggest word in my vocabulary was delicatessen. But now I can say archived and things like that.
That's fantastic.
All right, so, we're gonna just say next Thursday, 7:30 from New York
Right.
Athletic Club. Tune into Pug Life
And
Chronicles.
most likely they're a little bit more organized. They'll probably start they're
On time.
On time. Well, let's see. Amateur boxing is not as organized, so they might start a little bit later.
We'll see.
All right, but you're
But
gonna
that
have a
remains to be
close.
seen.
Yeah, you're gonna have a more of a chance to start on time at the New York Athletic Club.
All right, so we're gonna sign off. For George Zayas, Pug Life Chronicles, Dave Steve, and Norman Steiner. This
you,
is
guys.
Pug Life.
Pug Life.
Good night.
All right. Usually it's not this long.